Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Tales of Telduria. Today we have Group B with us once again, to which they're continuing their heist. RNGesus did not pick a sorry soul this time because Locke decided to bully Duras into doing today's recap. Smiles.
Yay,
Yeah.
bullying works.
Great. What the fuck did I just do? Ah, okay, confusing myself. Okay. So, last session I actually have notes. Hooray.
Hooray.
It started by Guava hiring the Thieves Guild to find her 5 missing instruments.
I think it's 5, yeah.
And promising, I think it was 5.
I can
And promising an exorbitant reward for it, which could crash the economy of our country. So of course we're doing it. These instruments were quickly described to us and are strewn all over Telduria. But last time we actually got 2 of them. The first one was a microphone, which was located at an artifact museum in Tarantus. Yes, in Tarantus. We checked out the museum during the day, made a plan, executed the plan, and nothing went wrong, surprisingly. Surprisingly. But after our heist was over, there was a big commotion in the city. Locke and me decided to check it out. Found a suspicious person jumping from rooftop to rooftop away from the commotion. So we decided to trail that person and then got the shit kicked out of us by it when we confronted her, I think.
That's how
Yes.
badly we got beaten up. We don't even remember if we got beaten up.
Yeah, it was quick. It did not take a long time. But later we found out that the person, covered in burn scars with this giant ass white hammer, might have been Estelle, one of the generals from the Civil War. But yeah, we have to see what we do with that information. Anyway, we survived, yay. So we went to High Rock to go after a guitar. Yes, I think it was one of the guitars.
Yeah, it was the bass guitar.
Exactly, thank you. There we got information that Baroness Payosa had it. So because of the city is weird, we just went to her and could just enter the home or the part that was open because she had the stuff displayed. But the Baroness herself actually was also there. We talked to her a little, got kind of a weird feeling about it, and left again to regroup. Layla then revealed that she's very likely to be the leader of the Thieves Guild, and that we should probably just talk openly to her. So we decided to send Locke to do exactly that, meet with her, told her everything we know about Guava, and got the instrument. But Payosa also revealed that she has a spell on the entire property, so we're gonna forget her at some point. I can't quite remember that stuff, ironically.
It's okay, that just means the spell worked.
Yes, you're gonna have to refresh us on the things we don't know.
I don't know, I forgot to. So we'll just continue.
Damn.
Alright. So if I recall correctly, you guys were going to Ironstead the next, yeah?
Yeah,
think so,
attempting
yes.
to go in and deal with the Bardic College.
Yes, for the portable speaker.
Yes, and just so that everyone remembers, Layla hates being pregnant. It's Duras's fault.
Oops.
Oops. Though, due to the fact that she is a rat, her pregnancies are a little bit faster. So there is now a rather defined baby bump. She is probably just starting her second trimester, which means, Duras, you are now carrying your wife everywhere because she doesn't want to walk anymore.
Well, so of course I'm gonna carry her.
How do you plan on carrying her? Are you gonna get like a baby strap and just tie her to your chest? Are you gonna tie her to your back? Bridal carry? Over the shoulder
Yeah,
like a sling?
I think I'll just a bridal carry, I think. I don't know if she would react well if I bought a baby thing for her.
To be fair, she's not really acting in character at the time being because of the pregnancy. She might just lay there and complain instead, but not actually do anything about it.
I'm not taking that chance right now. I'm just gonna bridal carry her.
You're fair. Very fair. Well, to move things along, congratulations. You have taken a ship from High Rock to Ironstead. So, clap, 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 I think.
Clap, clap.
Yay.
Yay.
Hold on. Did I mess something up? Is this the one that I think it is? It is. So I did mess it up. I am sad.
No.
There we go. Okay. Now it is organized the way that I needed it to. So, welcome
Yay.
to Ironstead. Ironstead is the Bardic capital of the world. It is a rather open city, letting anyone, leave and enter as they wish with, honestly, rather minimum security, at least in comparison to all the other places that you've been. But this is because the entire place is crawling with bards. And as I'm sure the both of you already know, the only difference between a thief and a bard is about 4 skills, and that's about it, and the ability to cast magic. So, good luck with that. But we will start things off with you rolling Knowledge Local, so that you can figure out where the Bardic College is.
Should we start the music?
Oh shit, yeah, fuck. Yeah, alright, so on go as per usual. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. We're starting with a knowledge local roll.
Correct, which I think you're the only one who does.
Yeah, I
Probably.
don't. I certainly don't.
D20.
Oh, not bad. So, you ask around to the locals to where the Bardic College is, and of course, the first couple of people that you ask give you this look like you're genuinely mentally deficient, before they realize that you are genuinely a tourist and don't actually know where everything is in the city, to which they gladly direct you. Now you are standing outside of the Bardic College. The both of you can go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, hey, I do have that.
I know. Ooh, nice roll. Ooh, bad roll. Alright.
Wait, to be fair, it was the same roll.
Yeah. Hold on.
A difference in additions.
Alright, so the both of you begin examining the building. obviously casing the joint as you are approaching it. And you can see that despite the fact that there is a rather large campus with several buildings here and there, the main building is by far the largest. It's 4 stories tall. And while there are windows on the first 3 floors, it is hard to tell from your current disposition whether or not they can be opened or not. You can tell that on the first floor, the windows are pretty much identical to how they were built in the museum, where they're just built into the wall and can't actually be opened. But, because Locke, you passed the DC, you see that there are several windows up on the 4th floor that are open. They're relatively small, and it's quite clear that Didas would not be able to fit through, but you might. Though I will say right now it's midday, so it's not like you can do anything about it right now.
It's good to take note, though. I will take note of it and just say, there's some windows open up there. I may be able to go through those if needed.
Okay, nice, see. Good to know.
Well,
But I guess for now, let's just go in.
you two are just gonna try and enter the main building?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you both approach the building, to which, Didas, since you are carrying your wife, Locke, you're the one that tries the door to enter, and it doesn't open. You do see a sign there that says, only college applicants may enter.
Well,
Do
I
you
think
have any kind of musical ability, or at least performance ability?
no. But I'm sure you would like to learn.
I mean, I can play a pan flute.
To which Ayla will ask, oh, you can play?
Yeah, I can play a pan flute. You insisted that I had some kind of musical instrument.
Yes, but how much have you been practicing your instrument?
Not once in the last 12 months.
Yeah, so you can't play an instrument. And Kate never taught you how to dance?
She tried. I have 2 left feet when it comes to dancing.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's just because you didn't want to dance with your sister?
I mean, she... maybe.
She's just gonna shake her head and be like, you gotta be much nicer to her.
She's not nice to me. She started it.
It's so hard to play her when you're saying shit like that. She's going to grow very serious and go, oh, you're gonna play that kind of game where she can't even defend herself now?
Oh, we both know she wouldn't try and defend herself. She'd pop into confetti and run away.
I think you think very little of your sister.
I think very highly of her. I think that would be amusing, but it's definitely what she'd do.
She's just gonna sigh and groan and motion for Didas to put her down on the floor.
Oh yeah, sure.
See if you can find any kind of instructor here. Maybe knock on the door or some shit. She's just gonna start whining and complaining and buttering under her breath.
Sure, are you gonna wait here? Should I wait here? Should I pick you up after?
She's just gonna turn her head and slowly look at Duras. She says nothing. She just stares.
Okay, Locke, I think it's time to go, like, right now. We're looking for an instructor.
Roger, Roger, boss. And he makes a really sarcastic salute to Duras.
I don't think that's helping. Okay, let's just go quickly.
So how do you plan on finding an instructor? What are you gonna do?
While Duras is panicking, I'm going to knock on the door and then step back so that Duras is the one closest to it.
Okay. Go ahead, you know what, for this, roll for stealth, and then Didas, you can roll perception.
Let's see.
So Didas does not...
Yeah.
Didas watches you knock on the door, but does not notice you step out of the way so that he's the closest one to the door. And when the door opens, you find a individual that seems to be some kind of half-orc standing before you, and she looks the both of you up and down, and she asks, what the hell do you two want? Because you two clearly don't look like you can play an instrument worth a damn.
Well, yes, I can't play an instrument, but
Go ahead and roll knowledge history, both of you.
yeah, I don't have that. Just intelligence, or then not?
You need to have it trained, or be a class that just allows you to roll for it. So,
Well,
Locke,
good thing Locke
as
has it.
this exchange is going on, and you're looking this woman up and down, you immediately recognize this individual as someone by the name of Gariel Minx. The reason why that name is important is because she was also a general during the Civil War.
Oh my god, you're General Minx.
To which Didas, you would obviously know this, considering your relationship to the war.
Wait, sorry, I was writing. Oh,
You-
yeah, he's right.
She'll look at the both of you and go, okay, cool, thanks for recognizing me, I guess. Answer the fucking question.
We were kind of passing through and just really hope maybe we could get a tour of the Bard's College.
Are you an applicant to the college?
No,
Then
but
fuck
I'm
off.
not that good.
To which it'll be at this point that Layla steps in, clearing her throat, holding up a finger, before moving over to Didas to start slowly handing him all of her weapons.
Goddamn, yep. One, and this, and oh god. Good thing I have a bag of holding. Okay, yes, yep.
Teehee. To which... Oh, I didn't delete. Oh well. To which, after she's done handing everything, she's going to once again clear her throat and start dancing right in front of this particular individual. To which, the type of dance that she does is a mixture between a free form and ballet. It is mildly provocative, mildly sensual, and probably reveals quite a lot about this particular individual to those who don't already know. To which, as she does this, Gariel Minx looks over and you watch as her eyes light up. And she goes, "Oh, I see," and starts trying to talk back and forth with Layla about the application process, to which you overhear Layla speak again and again and again that the both of you are her personal chauffeurs and she does not leave without either of you two. To which, eventually, this general does relent and allow both of you access inside under the condition that you do not move any more than 10 feet away from Layla.
Understood.
Yep, absolutely.
Layla will then walk back over to Didas and start taking her guns back.
Yeah, this is gonna take 5 minutes, but yeah.
And when she's done, she just extends her hands upwards.
Yeah, I'll just pick her up again. Okay, shall we go?
Go ahead. It'll be at this point that Gariel Minx will effectively give a small tour of the building that is there, to which she will explain that this main building is more or less designed for smaller bardic classes, for those that are either struggling or for those that are excelling. It also serves as a minor museum of sorts, of a lot of rare bardic artifacts that they have found. And while a lot of these instruments that she's detailing are things that they can play, the main reason why they're still here and here for studying is mostly due to the fact that they have some kind of magical property that they're still looking into, because if you're going to play a lute that has some kind of explosive property on it, you want to know what kind of explosive property it has before you play anything. That makes sense, right?
Yeah, fair. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
makes sense.
To which the both of you can go ahead and roll for perception.
Do.
Alright, so both of you pass. And as you're walking through, both of you notice the object that you're looking for. It is sitting inside of a glass case, more or less just in the offbeat corner of the room. This small black box that has some kind of mesh on the front.
Okay, can we see any kind of...
Over there.
Here you go first, sorry.
The most posh way over there.
No, go on, go for what you're saying. I'm trying to find a spell.
I'm just gonna roll with it. Locke, you just point up and go, over there. To which Gariel Minx will look over at the small black box and then back to Locke. And her eyes will raise for a moment before her gaze starts to narrow down at you, and she goes, "What makes you so interested in that?" You can tell that she is rolling sense motive against you, which is a contested check against sense motive.
It's plainly... It seems the most out of place thing in here. It just sort of draws the eye.
So roll either sense motive or bluff. Whichever is higher.
I will roll bluff because that is higher. And also it gets a a free inspiration because yay, investigator talents.
Hooray for investigator.
Yay.
The rogue that actually does rogue things. Oh, the DC was a 35 too, so you just barely passed.
Ooh.
That inspiration
Going
point coming in
further with
clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She stares for a couple of moments and she goes, "Well, I would agree, though there does seem to be something magical about it. We can tell that it's some kind of electric magic, which is rather strange and rare due to the fact that bards do not have access to that type of evocation. But it seems to be continuous, like there's this soft hum that constantly circulates around it. Is that the reason why it interests you so much?"
Possibly. It is. It is a strange. It's a strange vibration that it seems to emit that kind of draws my eye.
Go ahead and roll for bluff again. She stares at you for a moment and she goes, would never guessed someone of your stature would be so interested in the arts.
Interest, but no talent, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can see that.
One ear will just twitch, sort of in annoyance, thinking, you shouldn't be agreeing with me right now.
So before she continues her tour here, I'll take a small pause to ask you, the players, what your plan is at this point. Like, what are you going to try and do? What do you want to do?
I had a plan because I believe, if I can ever find it, I have a spell that turns me invisible and creates an illusion of me, which
Are
I
you
had
sure you want to do
intended.
that around bards?
I mean, it might not be the best idea, but
Because it
at the
is
same
midday.
time,
There's a lot of people here. If you can't hear by the Baroque sounding music in the background.
there is that. But there's also the thing that these are bards, they probably are going to stay up rather late. This place may never actually go quiet.
You don't know that until nighttime comes.
That is true. That is an assumption I make about bards. But
It is not a wrong assumption, but you should probably still wait until night. Or
Yeah.
at least assess the
Makes
situation.
sense.
But yeah, for now we'll just continue the tour. We know where it is. I'm going to keep watch for
Security.
potential ways in here, security, the usual casing the joint sort of thing.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
considering how
exactly.
perception and skill checks actually work, we'll split that in half. If you, which one of you wants to look for exits and entrances, and which one of you wants to look for security?
I would say Duras is probably better for security. He having a military background would give him a better idea of security.
Fair,
Whereas
fair assessment.
me being trained as a thief probably and being smaller has a better idea of potential ins and outs of getting into a place.
Fair.
Yeah, I'd
Fair.
say the same thing.
All right, then go ahead, both of you roll for perception. All right, so Locke, you look around, and your heart sinks a little bit, because since this is still just the first floor of this building, the only entrances and exits that you have are either coming down from a higher up floor, or trying to enter and exit through the two doors, to which only allow college applicants to pass through. And then as
Which
for
isn't a
Dedas,
great idea.
you were actually mildly impressed, because at a first glance, it doesn't look like there's any security. It looks like it's a self-fulfilling security, actually. Like, there's just so many people here And since bards do have some pretty potent magic and are pretty decent at countering thieves, that naturally they wouldn't want to enter. But there are security officers here. They're just in plainclothes,
Fair.
pretending to
sense.
be patrons for the museum. Would you like to check out the second floor and more or less the same thing?
Yes.
Alright, in which case, just go ahead and roll for perception again, to which up enter would probably work best for both of you. And I presume the same thing, yeah?
Yeah.
And
Nice,
look at
nat
that,
20.
20, nice. Alright, so in order again of these rolls, luck. You start examining the building again, and your heart sinks even further, because now it is just the same thing. In order to get to the second floor, the only entrance is either entering from the third or the first floor. Because the windows here on the second floor are all straight up attached to the walls themselves.
Okay. So they don't open at all, that I can tell from my angles.
Correct. Though, Dadas, due to your nat 20, you have found that the security office, I think that's the correct term for it, the security office is on this floor. There is an illusionary wall that hides it, but the wall itself is simply open, meaning the office doesn't have an actual door. People can just walk in and out. And you only got lucky because one of the security officers was waiting for everyone to look away. And you happened to turn the corner just as they were walking through, so you saw their leg going and passing through this wall.
Yeah, nice to know.
Oh, I found that spell. It's a 6th level spell anyway. I can't use it yet.
You can't use it yet.
No. Damn. Not that it would be of any use at this very moment, but...
Yeah, true.
And
Well,
then
I
do you want
guess-
to do the third floor?
Yeah,
If
I think
this-
we'll go.
Yeah, if the tour continues, absolutely we will check out the 3rd floor.
Alrighty, then go ahead and just re-roll your perception checks.
There you go.
Okay, nice.
Alrighty, not bad. Didas, the security up here on the third floor does seem to be a lot fewer than the previous floors. As a matter of fact, you start to notice a pattern. The most security is on the first floor. Second floor has a little less security, and the third floor has even less. Locke, as you look around to see if there's any other exits or entrances, you do notice that the windows here on this floor do open, though they only open from the inside. But this is where the tour ends, as Gariel Minx says that no one is allowed on the fourth floor except for herself, because that's her house.
Oh,
Completely
fair.
understandable. You wouldn't want to go giving people a tour of your own house.
She nods in agreement, and then leaves the both of you to your devices for Layla to do as she pleases, before she walks up through the entrance to her house.
Okay. So I guess we'll start pooling our information for a few minutes. Then I guess we could go back down to the first floor, take another look around for security measures, maybe any enchantments or anything.
Yeah, it sounds good. See if there's some kind of alarm system around the items on show.
Did you prepare your true sight potion this time, or do you have to go to the toilet again?
I'm pretty sure I have to find somewhere just to mix it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if there's classrooms and stuff around, it's gonna be toilets and stuff. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I will just say, because, given that we were told not to move more than 10 feet away from Layla, I'll say, I need to use the bathroom. Is that okay?
Are you asking your mom this? Because Gabrielle is not here anymore.
Oh, she left, didn't she?
Yeah.
Then I am going to just try and look for what is marked as a bathroom and just go.
There is one on the second floor, yes. But what is your intentions there again?
I intend to mix up a... Where is it? Glimpse of True Sight, I think it is. Yeah, Glimpse of Truth, giving me true seeing for 1 round.
So that you can drink it while you are nearby the black box?
Yep.
Alright, go ahead and roll for perception.
Not quite as good, just a 36.
Alright. You find something that is either good news or the worst news on the planet. You don't see anything around the black box. It really is just in a glass case in the corner of the room on the first floor.
Damn.
So they're either very sure in the security, or there is something that I can't see.
No, True
I'm
Sight
sure
wouldn't.
it's fine.
True Sight would allow you to even see stuff that you were quote unquote not allowed
That's
to
true.
see. So there genuinely is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Are the windows and the glass box normal glass, or is it like reinforced glass again? Can we see that?
Are you talking about the one around the black box, or are you just talking about the windows?
Both. Both.
Okay. The windows that line the building are just more or less normal windows. As for anything that is in a glass container inside, those are more reinforced. Those are thicker glass.
Does it look like there's some kind of, like, door to it, or like it's a piece that would have to lift off to if one wanted to access the item inside?
You talking about the glass case around the black box?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can just lift it.
Okay, so it's just liftable.
Uh-huh. You want to wait until night now?
Yes.
Alright.
Well, I do have a question.
Yeah.
Mainly because I was looking at Pathfinder's version of Polymorph.
Yeah.
And it says that if you pick an animal to change into, it works as beast shape. So my question is, would a fly count as an animal? Does that count as, like, vermin or something like that? Because I know Pathfinder gets weird. Right.
If it's an insect, it's a vermin.
Okay, so turning into a fly is not an option.
Yeah, sorry.
Damn.
But if we're gonna wait until night, the both of you can just roll for perception.
Okay.
Alright, so both of you pass, but going off the highest there. As nighttime comes along, and the sun goes down, you do notice that the grand majority of the people that were in that main building to begin with have left. The lights are still on, but only on the first floor. The second and third floor lights are out. The fourth floor lights are on, but as the night goes on, eventually the lights go out. And the windows do not close on the fourth floor.
Okay. Honestly, I think this is going to have to be a solo job. I have no way. Well, there are some very convoluted ways we could get you inside, but with the addition of your, to be fair, low stealthing ability, it might just be safer if I do this solo.
Probably.
Okay, so
the question is, how do you want to get in?
I mean, the windows are still open.
Yeah, but that's on the fourth floor where the ex-military general is.
I thought it was the third floor that the windows were open.
No, it's the third floor have windows that can be opened, but only open from inside. The fourth floor
so we would
is
have
the
had
one
to
with,
have unlocked one.
Yeah, the
from
fourth
the
floor
inside while we
is
were
the
there.
one with the open windows, and the fourth floor still has the windows open, but they're not small. They're not big enough for Dedos to even fit through.
Okay. So here is my thinking.
Lay it on me.
I make a potion of fly that gets me up there. I obviously use potion of invisibility. Makes me, much harder to detect. I have to, of course, take the chance that I may have to. Well, I am going to have to get my way through at least one door without waking the general. But
Good luck.
there's a chance. Oh, actually, let me. I have. Let me read dust form. Cause of dust. While in this form, you take no penalties to squeezing and can move through spaces as if you were a creature three size categories smaller without penalty. Okay. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm going to make up. Wait. Considering corporeal. Can I still interact with things? Oh, you can still use magic items and equipment as normal. Doesn't necessarily mean that I can lift a glass case, though.
No, solid objects you would pass through, so you wouldn't even be able to pick up the box if you wanted to.
Yeah. Oh wait. Can I end an effect at will in Pathfinder? I can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So then, what I will do. I'm a tracker for spell slots. I'm going to make 2 fifth level potions of dust form.
Alrighty.
I think fly is a 4th. Wait, no. Fly. Fly is a 3rd level, so I need 1 3rd level for fly. Let's make that 2 just in case. And then just plenty of time, but we'll do 2 potions of invisibility. So my intention is potion of fly, potion of invisibility. That gets me up to the window. If I can get through the window, actually no, I might as well at the point that I'm at the window.
So hold on.
Use potion. Okay.
So you're now beginning your heist, yes? You're done
Yes.
talking to yourself.
Yes.
All right. So you're going up to the 4th floor, yes?
Yep.
And what spell are you using for that?
I'm going to use fly and invisibility.
So you're going to cast fly and invisibility on yourself, and then fly up to the windows on the 4th floor. You can go ahead and then roll for perception when you're at the window. Alright, so you examine the window itself to determine whether or not you'd be able to fit in. And you can. It'd be a relatively tight squeeze, but all that really means in Pathfinder is that you move at half speed. So it's more of a time waster than anything else.
Fair enough.
So, you squeeze your way through, but I'm going to need you to roll for stealth so that you don't make a noise.
Okay.
And because this is a noise-based thing, you do not get the plus 20 on invisibility.
Don't get the plus 20. Okay. But I am going to spend an inspiration point to be able to use that because, well, this is likely to be a change of day point anyway, so I might as well use them now. So, for stealth, that becomes a bonus of that.
Alright.
44.
So you squeeze through the window, doing your best to stay quiet as you do so, and as you pass through the window and slide down the wall, the moment your feet touch the floor, you feel something go incredibly wrong, as in, you find yourself inside of an anti-magic field.
Oh shit.
So both immediately disperse, to which you can go ahead and roll for perception.
Oh boy.
54.
Alright, so, as you freak out for a bit, noticing that you have entered an anti-magic field of some kind, you look around the room to see if there's any place that you can hide, as well as to examine where Gariel Minx is. And you do find Gariel Minx in bed. She's sleeping rather soundly, and while you do take a couple of steps and the floorboards start to creak under your weight, as little as it is, she doesn't wake up. All she does is roll over in the opposite direction of where the noise came from. The door down to the 3rd floor is on the other side of the room of where you entered, though. Opposite of her bed.
Okay.
Inside this room,
So,
outside of the usual furnishings and everything else, you do see that she has a charcuterie board filled with a small mound of various cheeses.
I'm going to fight the urge to take some of her cheese. This is far more important.
Are
And
you sure?
if-
It is very artisanal
absolutely.
cheese.
yeah, he doesn't want to have to explain to Layla that the reason he failed is because he went to get cheese.
I mean, you are the same species. She might understand.
Oh, I'm sure she would probably go for the cheese herself. However, if I fail because I went for cheese, I will be the worst person in the world, especially to the pregnant Layla.
But what if you bribe her with the cheese?
I mean, that's the only way I'm coming out of this, but
So there's
No,
the win-win.
he-
If you get caught, you now have cheese that you can bribe her with, and if you don't,
But
you
what
now
if
have
I get-
cheese.
But what if I get caught and don't return with cheese? Then I'm pretty sure I receive the fuck you.
Well, see, that's 1 out of 3 possible endings, so that's only a 33% chance that that's gonna happen.
No, he's gonna ignore the cheese as much as he would like to. He will ignore the cheese.
Alright, and then go ahead and roll for stealth.
I will use another inspiration point.
Nice. Those inspiration points coming in clutch for a lot of EXP, huh?
Yeah,
It's what I do. I've taken
Alright.
every possible thing for extra free inspiration points, but
You make your way
that'll
over
never stealth.
to the door, to which you attempt to try the handle so that you can start making your way down to the 3rd floor, and you find that it's locked. As you examine the door itself, because, you know, doors either lock from the inside or outside, you try and find the latch to unlock the door, and you notice that the latch isn't there. Go ahead and roll perception to examine this door.
I bet this bard is using some kind of arcane lock.
So, as you examine this door, you see that how the door locks is via a key, meaning if someone wants to unlock it or lock it or anything like that, they have to use the key. There is no locking mechanism on the outside of the door whatsoever, and you are correct in your assumption that it is an arcane lock. So you have 2 options. You can either go and attempt to find the key somewhere in the room, or you can attempt to pick lock it, but the DC to do so is going to be relatively high. Because you can pick arcane locks as an investigator. You get the same benefit that a thief does, but it's just a little bit harder for you.
I'm going to try and pick it.
All right, roll for disable device.
I'm going to assume I'm not going to get the circumstantial bonus for my lock picks for this, with it being an arcane lock.
No, they always apply that bonus.
Okay, so the bonus is a.
I will
plus-
say that the DC is a 50.
It's doable.
You gotta be spending inspiration points on it.
Oh, I get free inspiration on disabled device.
Oh, okay.
Plus 2 for lock picks.
Wow, on the dot. Those inspiration
Fucking
points
yes.
coming in clutch.
God damn.
Alright, so you start to deftly work at the door, slowly tumbling the lock piece by piece by piece, working through this arcane signature just so that you can figure out this. Honestly, it's more like a puzzle, which I'm sure your character very much enjoys.
Oh, yeah, he's probably having the time of his life.
And the exact moment after you hear the door click and unlock, the wall to your east immediately bursts open, to which you are allowed to roll for perception. Oh, I forgot to send the image for Gary and Winston. I did. Oh, the belated image.
Yeah.
So, as the door, not the door, the wall just practically explodes open, you see a familiar face, one that you think you probably only saw in your dreams, but here they are again.
Oh no.
Oh god, no. Not again.
To which they slowly turn their gaze towards you. All the while, Gariel Minx is immediately roused from her slumber, looks over at the intruder before immediately jumping out of bed and trying to grab the weapon off of the wall. Without taking her eyes off of you, this invader hefts the hammer off of their shoulder, to which it slams against the ground, denting the floorboard, before swinging with one arm and crushing Gariel Minx's head against the wall in between that and her hammer.
Eat.
Jesus Christ.
So as the body starts to slide down onto the floor, missing a skull, every single alarm across the entirety of the Bardic College goes off. She lets her hammer drop, hitting against the floor again. And she takes a couple of steps towards you, and then stops, because the both of you hear footsteps coming up the stairs to the 4th floor. Go ahead and roll for stealth.
I am absolutely spending inspiration on this one, because it has never been more important to be unseen.
You immediately take a position to hide yourself behind the door as it simply swings, slamming open, almost squishing you between it and the wall behind it in the process, though you do, thankfully, since you rolled above a 45, allow the door to slowly stop right before you so that it doesn't reveal your presence. And while you can't see it, you hear the sounds of a clash, someone getting just absolutely rocked by that massive hammer before the individual jumps out of the hole that they made and starts running off. You hear the guards immediately start talking about how they need to rouse the entire city to find this invader, as Gariel Minx is now dead. And after a couple of minutes of shouting and yelling back and forth, every single individual runs back down the stairs. At around the same time, Dadas and Layla, you would have watched the alarms go off, to which she would have very calmly looked over in the direction of this large building, and you think that she's going to get, well, I wouldn't say more upset than she always is, but I guess more upset than she always is. But instead her head tilts, and she goes, "It's not like him." And then moments later, the both of you watch as some mysterious figure jumps off of the building, landing on the grass quite far away from you, nearly the opposite side of the building, before sprinting off into the night.
Can I recognize like the giant hammer or anything?
You can go ahead and roll for perception to try and recognize that.
Let's try it.
You do. You roll high enough.
Then I'll point out to Layla. That's the one that knocked out Locke and me. What the hell is she doing here?
And Layla goes, "Oh," and pulls out one of her rifles and starts to aim down the sights, before she lurches forward and pukes into the grass in front of both of you. And then
maybe not the best idea.
And then just hangs there in that position for a couple of moments. I hate being pregnant.
Yeah, that's fair.
I want cheese.
We'll get you some cheese. We'll just wait for luck, okay?
She's gonna start crying for pretty much no apparent reason.
Yeah.
Alright, Luck. After all the footsteps go away, you slowly push open the door so that you can sneak out from your hiding spot, and you see that no one is there, though there is another corpse on the ground in front of you. One of the security officers, obviously.
Now that I don't have to worry about waking an ex-Civil War general, I'm gonna go and inspect the cheese. I want to know if there's any blood on it.
Go ahead and roll for perception. Surprisingly, even though her head was popped like a balloon, there is no blood on the cheese. There is blood on the charcuterie board, but not exactly on the cheese.
I'm gonna put the cheese into my bag of holding.
It is 10 pounds of cheese, just so that you're aware. 10 pounds of assorted cheese.
Just confirm, but... Yeah, I can hold up to 50 pounds. I'll take 10 pounds of cheese.
I'll take 10 pounds of cheese.
After which point, I will head out of the door, trying my best to take note of when I feel the anti-magic field come to an end. Whether it's just like on what was her apartment, basically, or whether it actually continues down into the Bard College itself.
It does, yeah. So, it's not like it's a trick staircase or anything. You notice the bottom of this, you recognize the bottom of the staircase when you get down there.
Okay.
But this is the part where you get to just roll for 3 stealth checks separately, 1 for each floor, just in case there's any stragglers.
But there is still that same anti-magic field down here as there was upstairs.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. And so this is going to be 3 more. Oh no. Do you know what? For some reason I thought for a second, because that said 3, I'd rolled 3d20. I obviously didn't.
But that's just... I said to roll them separately because of your inspiration stuff.
No. Yeah, like, I had a panic moment where I thought I'd done 3d20. And obviously I didn't. I was just... Yeah.
Alright, so you start to sneak your way down the stairs, to which we're going to follow up these 3 stealth checks with 3 perception checks.
1, 2, 3.
So every new floor you get to, you examine the area, almost as if you're suffering from paranoia, checking to see if anyone's there, and you don't see anything whatsoever. So you finally make your way down to where the small black boxes, and because there's no security measures, you reach up, grab the glass case, lift it up, pull out the black box, and deposit it into your belongings before putting the glass case back. Are you going to leave a piece of cheese as an insult?
Yeah, I'll leave a piece of cheese as an insult. Sounds like a fun thing to do. In fact, I might start leaving cheese at all my robberies. I mean, what else are we going to do with 10 pounds of cheese?
Eat it. Give it to your mom, maybe.
Yeah, but then I just want more cheese.
True.
Damn.
But, yeah, has the front doors just been, like, left open with people...
No, they automatically
like,
close.
Oh, they automatically close?
Yeah. So it's really just a matter of walking back upstairs, but considering that you already checked and know that nobody's in, you don't get any more rolls, unfortunately. So you simply make your way back up the stairs, to which I assume once you're on the roof, you'll drink another potion of fly, so you can just glide off the roof.
Yep.
Alrighty. So
Safety.
you make your way over to where Daras and Layla are, to which you find that Layla is at the tail end of her crying fit. To which you'll immediately notice her nose start to flicker and twitch back and forth before her head slowly turns towards you, like some person who has been sleeping for 12 hours and just recently woke up.
Does anyone want cheese? I may have also taken some cheese along with the speaker.
What?
She'll stare at you for a moment, and then her head will turn and she'll puke again. And after wiping her mouth, she'll turn back and go, I want cheese.
I'll just open the bag of holding and just say, help yourself.
She'll look at the bag of holding and reach a hand out because she's still being held by Daras, and it'll be very weak. Before just letting it flutter in the air for a moment.
Yeah,
Take a piece of cheese out and hand it to her.
She'll take it and just eat at it slowly. Thank you.
I mean, she was... Estelle was here again. I don't know if you guys saw her.
yeah, we saw her.
She murdered that general. Like, I'm talking like head just like a water balloon.
That's weird. Why would a general or ex-general murder another ex-general?
Layla will go,
There
who
can be
cares?
only one.
Well, Layla just says, who cares? We have cheese. And then she'll
Yeah,
point
so I
out
thought
Locke very weakly.
she didn't need the cheese anymore, so I thought I would have it.
She'll then point at Locke very weakly and go, don't get pregnant.
Yes, ma'am.
She will then fall asleep.
Oh, okay, good. That's probably for the best.
I do not
Well,
begrudge you how much extra work she is whilst pregnant.
Smile.
you. It's totally fine. Okay.
Of course it is. Like, we'll just smile.
That is not
It's that,
okay.
that knowing look of, it's okay. I know, she's right here, can hear us. It's okay.
Well, you guys ready to move on to the next heist?
Hell yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so you have two places left. There is Strag, which is you trying to find a drum set. And there is Dragonport, where you get to interact once again with Duchess Polta.
Oh boy.
Which one would you like to do first?
Maybe makes more sense to go sort of cross land to Scrag first, and then down from Scrag to Dragonport.
Do you agree with that, Didas?
Well, I don't know if it makes more sense, but we can do that if it makes more sense. Let's just do it.
I do not agree with your logic, but I do not care.
No, that was
Just
like
if I
a genuine. I don't
Oh,
know how the roads in this thing are, so you're gonna have to tell me, Mr. God.
I mean, I don't care. You're going to both places anyway.
Okay, then. Let's do
Looking
it
at the
next
map, it's almost a straight line across from Ironstead to Scrag. Granted,
Yeah, but
it is
there's,
a bit of time at
nothing
sea.
land in between.
and all that land. But if we go from Ironstead to Dragonport, we have to basically go all the way back to sort of towards Tarantus, where we already came from. Then down that whole peninsula, down and round to go up to Dragonport. It just, to me, makes more sense to travel cross-land to Scrag and then down to Dragonport.
Look, if you manage to travel, I'm gonna go along with you, that's fine.
Alright, we'll go to Scrag then, which takes you across the lands, which does take technically a lot more time than just getting on a boat, going to Dragonport, and then walking up to Scrag. But hey, it is springtime into summertime. Everything probably feels nice to those who don't have thick fur. I don't know how thick Locke's fur is.
I mean, probably not that thick. He's probably singed it a few times with different chemicals, so...
You know, that's fair.
You know, I thought you were gonna say thick fur or pregnant or both, but I'm glad you didn't.
Well, no, Locke promised that he wouldn't get pregnant, so...
True. Good.
I did. I will go to great lengths to keep that promise. Even if it's the one, if it's the only promise I never break to my mother, that is the one I'll keep.
But remember, she does want grandkids, so just don't get pregnant.
This is... I should probably never tell Kate that I've promised to not get pregnant.
Why? You're
Otherwise,
afraid she's gonna feed you a polymorph potion and turn you into a woman?
Probably. I would not put it past her.
I might have to tell Kate.
Sure.
Just remember, you're not immune to poison.
That is true.
See, what you can do is you can curse Duras with the with pregnancy.
That's
Please
true.
don't.
And I'm pretty sure I can get Layla to agree after the first pregnancy. She doesn't want to do it
Oh
again.
God, oh no. I am in danger.
So we have an understanding, right? Kate need never know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, a secret kept due to mutual assured destruction.
The best kind of secrets.
Wonderful.
Alright, we'll make our way over to Scrag. To which I will say that the walk there is genuinely quite nice. It's just getting into the summer by the time you are crossing close to the Fanglands themselves. And while you can feel that radiant heat coming off from the desert and wafting its way down south, it's not anything unbearable. Honestly, the worst thing that really happens is that the further west you go, the more humid it becomes, but that's just because there are more rivers on the west side of Telduria than there is on the right. That, and as you pass by Dragonport, you are getting closer to the ocean as well. Eventually, you do get to Scrag, to which the front gates, while partially open, are massive, because Scrag was dedicated as a place for ogres to live, and since ogres are large creatures, roughly 10 feet tall, they even dwarf Duras in size. So you are currently outside the city of Scrag. What are you gonna do?
Go inside, I guess.
You're just gonna walk through the front gate?
Yeah, unless there's some reason we should be, well, that we would be aware of why we wouldn't want to just go into the city.
Because you're small.
You know? I mean...
Well, do ogres hate
Seems
small people?
like a great reason not to go in.
Alright, so the both of you
highest.
walk inside of the city of Scrag, and there you are met with a security guard who seems incredibly disgruntled about your presence here. To which he will immediately ask you why there are outsiders entering the ogre city, especially those that are snack-sized, pointing down at Locke.
We were just passing through the area, thought this would be a nice place to rest before continuing our travels.
Alright, go ahead and roll for diplomacy.
I'm pretty sure I upped this. I did a little, so that's okay. And I get free inspiration. Yay!
Yay!
Yay. As you say that, the ogre starts to stroke their chin and they go, okay, well that makes sense, I think. And he thinks a little bit harder. How can you pass through an enclosed city?
I mean, the gate was open.
He looks over at the gate. Uh-oh.
If the gate's not open, how did we get inside?
He'll stroke his chin again. Good question. Maybe you dug tunnel.
But then if we dug a tunnel, you'd see a hole, right?
Looks around. Maybe you were here for a party.
We do like to party.
Roll for diplomacy
That is
again.
true.
Damn.
Oof. Really low.
Damn.
The ogre will look down at you and go, I don't believe you. You look like a nerd.
That is not entirely untrue.
Nerds don't like
At all.
party. That is law of
Tell you
love.
what. Tell you what. I'm gonna quickly mix one polypurpose panacea and hand it up to the guard and just say, if nerds don't like to party, why will that get you drunk?
I'm just reading what it does.
If I use the intoxication, it's the same thing that I was giving Layla.
Okay. Alright, well, go ahead and roll for diplomacy.
Oh no, it's so bad.
Oh no.
The ogre will take the potion and then just smash it on the ground and go, you can't fool me, nerd. And starts to reach down to try and grab you.
Look,
I'm gonna
I
just
mean,
try and scurry out of the way of it.
he might be a bit of a nerd, but that's why I got him along, okay?
What
Like
we
someone
need
has to-
nerd for? They don't party.
Well, as a get-home driver, someone has to drive the carriage, the sober one, the nerd that doesn't drink.
The ogre will think for a moment, roll for bluff.
Oh god.
Actually, no, you're technically telling the truth here. Roll for diplomacy.
I mean, fair doesn't. Oh no, nope, doesn't change a thing. Okay. Damn.
He thinks
Why do
for
I
a moment,
speak?
he's like, it is true, nerds are good drivers. And he'll look towards the gate. I don't see carriage.
Yeah, that's still outside.
Roll for diplomacy again.
Come on.
True. You may stay one night. If lug like, you may stay longer.
Well, thank you a lot. I'll just go grab my nerd and we'll go on ahead. Have a nice day.
Party over there, and he'll point to this strange hole in the ground that is decorated with massive tusks coming out the side of it. Very loud. Loud good.
Loud good? Exactly.
Are you gonna walk down the hole?
I guess, yeah, I'll pick up Locke with one hand and then we'll go down towards
Carrying
the hole.
wife and other. Carrying wife in one hand, carrying son in other.
I mean, you'd have had a good time if you just drunk the damn potion.
Yeah, but you failed the diplomacy check, so...
Oh no, that was Locke saying it to Duras as he's being carried.
I mean, fair. Would it have worked on such a big guy?
I don't know, but I mean, it would have done something, surely. Honestly, I've never thought about how size might change things. I mean, things work on people your size the same way they work on us, so...
Fair, fair.
So, as you get to the hole, you see that the stairs here are certainly made for large creatures. Meaning you have to climb down them in order to enter. Layla will look down the stairwell and go, I don't want to go.
Fair. Do you have any idea where in the city the instrument is?
No.
I guess we'll go check down there. If there's a party, maybe we can ask around or something. You wanna stay up here?
She'll turn to Locke. Give me all of your cheese.
I will hand over however much cheese is left, given that I'm damn sure that the both of us would have been eating this since we left. Since we left Ironstead.
Yeah, no, there's not going to be much left, and when she gets it, she's going to be extremely sad. Especially now she's deep into the second trimester, almost into the third.
It's okay, it won't be much longer and we'll be in Dragonport and you can get all the cheese you want.
I hate being pregnant.
I know.
Maybe we can get some ogre-sized cheese down there.
Ogres make terrible cheese. They use spit.
Ugh.
Also, don't promise cheese when we don't know there's cheese.
Yeah, listen to your son.
Understood. Okay, Locke, it's one of those times where we need to go right now. Let's go.
Okay.
Are you gonna just whip up 2 potions of fly?
Do you know what? Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
It's gonna be much easier.
Well, let's see how long fly lasts. Oh, 1 minute per level, that's perfect. That way you don't have to climb down the stairs.
It gives us a solid 15 minutes of flying right now.
Basically. Alright, so you immediately drink the potions, you set her off to the side and out of the way with whatever cheese is left, and she's gonna lay on her side, slowly eating the cheese one tiny piece at a time as she waits. But before the both of you go, she goes, Locke.
Yes.
Alcohol.
Okay. I will make her a polypurpose panacea for intoxication.
She will drink that to placate herself, at least for the time being.
Yeah.
And then the both of you fly down the stairs, to which, as you do, the noises get louder and louder and louder, to the point that the both of you can barely hear yourselves think that when you finally pass the last stair and into the entrance, you find an actual rave party underground.
Jesus, goddamn. That is something.
And up upon the stage, you see an ogre banging away at the instrument that you were supposed to pick up.
Oh shit.
It seems that this ogre is the one that is playing this sweet rave party.
Okay, here's what I need to know. Because this drum set was made for, like, normal-sized people.
Uh-huh.
So, how funny does this look to have a massive ogre
Absolutely
playing
fucking
this?
hilarious, yeah.
Okay. So, we now need to find a way to get that drum set. Do you think we can just, like, we can turn this rave from a rave into a mosh pit? We can just have them start
Like, fighting each other.
utterly rioting. Yeah, just start fighting each other.
I don't know if
Maybe
you have
causing a
that kind of
distraction.
magic.
I don't think I do.
If Leiku is here, she'd be like, okay, waves of ecstasy, and then just be done with it.
Okay, it wouldn't be a mosh pit, but sure.
Oh no, it's a
well,
mosh pit of
she
some
steals
kind.
Izzy from us, and
True.
now she's not here when we need her to do her thing.
I was gonna say, this is like the one time where you can just do like a 6-second heist by casting a single spell.
But
I'm sure
I
it's a
can't do that.
higher level spell of some kind that you have access to as long as you spike the punch. Probably not a 6th level spell, but maybe a 5th level one.
Just looking now.
No, there's no 5th level one for any of that. I don't see any. No, there's none there. And then none of that does anything. Yeah, you don't have any charm spells, huh?
Nope.
The only one that I would say that you maybe have is like miasmic form, and then everyone turns into a gas. And because they're a gas, they can't interact with you, so what are they gonna do if you just steal it in front of them?
Do you know what? That's actually a pretty good idea.
To be fair, you'd have to get the guy playing the drums to drink it too, but still.
Magic form is a 4th.
The both of you can go ahead and roll for perception here, though. I can give you a hint for another way that you can attempt things.
Okay, I mean, my next guess would have been supply the drummer with alcohol until he falls down, or we can convince him to join and start a mosh pit himself.
True, there's that. Okay, Locke just barely made it. Even though you both rolled a 6, which is funny. So Locke, as you were looking around and trying to formulate a plan on what to do, you do notice that the only lighting that this place has is from the little laser light show.
Ooh.
Unfortunately,
Interesting.
this little laser light show is exclusively emanating from the stage, though it is on the left and right hand side of these stages. Of the main stage, sorry.
Okay. I don't believe I just have like a darkness spell, but
I assume you're
Just try
telling me
and
about
break the
this?
lights and confuse everyone.
Because I do have a darkness spell, actually. So,
okay. You have dark vision, right?
yeah, but it doesn't work in in the magical darkness. But yeah, if the lights are out,
If
I
you
think I can see a little.
create the magical darkness, it works for you.
Oh, nice.
If someone else makes it, you can't see, but if you make your own, you can see through it.
Yeah, I think I have darkness. Yes,
I'm pretty sure
I
you can
have
only
darkness
cast it
with me.
once, though. Oh, no, wait.
No, mainly I was checking because if we go to like each side of this stage and just sort of try and break the
Or disable it in some manner.
disable the lights. If you didn't have dark vision, I would have supplied you with dark vision so that we could still see to attempt to steal
Ah, okay, no.
from
Okay.
it. And then obviously I will leave you with a potion of fly so that we have an exit strategy.
Oh, the fly's still active on the both of you, so you're fine. It's not like it took
Yeah,
you a
but
half an hour to get down the stairs or anything.
No, but never knowing how long things might actually take, I would do it as a cautionary thing
Nah,
anyway.
no, you're fine. Just give him invisibility.
I don't like this this gaslighting shame. I will be
believe in the
handing
both of
over.
you.
I believe in being prepared, so I'll be handing over both a potion of fly and a potion of invisibility to Duras,
Well,
and saying, I think the easiest way for us to do this is gonna just outright be to disable the lights, and in whatever panic erupts, we just get the drum kit and get out of here. Straight into. We both have bags of holding, so we get the drum kit into it as fast as possible, and we get the hell out of here.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Are the lights like magical or are they like physical light show? What's the deal here?
It's just like it is a magical light show, but it's hooked up in a way where, I guess the best way to describe it is if you know what a light show looks like, it's set up the same way. It's just the magic instead of electricity.
Yeah, okay, I guess my question is, could I dispel it with dispel magic or not?
Yeah, you could.
I should have just said that. Okay, then we don't even need any darkness spell shenanigans. I can just dispel it.
I mean,
While we're
darkness would
close to
also
the
work
stage.
in blocking the light, so...
Yeah, that's true.
But you're gonna use Dispel Magic on your end, and then Locke, what are you gonna do to disable your lights? Or you just gotta roll Disable Device and break them?
Yeah, I was probably just gonna do that.
Okay.
And in the event that that fails, I have a grenade.
Fair. Alright, well, go ahead and roll for stealth, both of you. You do get a plus 20 bonus to that stealth check due to invisibility, since both of you would be drinking invisibility.
Okay.
I might as well use an inspiration on this at the same time. Because more
Oh,
experience.
Jesus. Oh, brother.
Oh.
Good job, Dadas. You had literally one job and you failed it.
Yep.
So, as you go over to the light, your invisibility breaks, and you are now on stage next to the lights. Locke, go ahead and roll Disable Device. Dadas, you only got one chance. What are you gonna do?
I just used the darkness instead on the lights.
You're gonna use Darkness
It's
instead.
safe. Yep.
Okay, and it is in fact a 30.
Alright. So all at once, the lights immediately go out, and the both of you start to hear the clamor from the crowd about how there is this tiefling on stage that broke the lights, and everyone starts to scream out, "Get him!"
Oh shit.
But they can't see you, so did us. And Locke, you get to roll for stealth again. Didas, you do get a plus 20 because you are technically invisible due to this darkness. Locke, you do not get the stack, unfortunately.
That makes sense.
Okay, come on, dice, but don't do me like that. Don't do me dirty.
Holy shit, 76.
Almost. I thought you got a nat 20 there. I was about to shit brick. So, thanks to the fly spell, you both, as quickly as you can, rush over to where the drum set is, underneath the ogre who is playing them. To which, I guess both of you will need to do an acrobatics check to, like, scoop it up, since you're technically starting to share the same square, the same tile as this ogre. So, acrobatics check from the both of you.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, that thing that warp priests don't do.
Yeah. That's Dex, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, that's the correct thing.
Alright, well, you managed to pick up one piece of the drum, but, Locke gets the rest, thankfully. And with the fly spell, you all immediately rush. To which, now both of you can go ahead and roll for stealth one last time. Didas, you do not get the plus 20.
Ah, great. So it's just an up and enter.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Not a 69? I'm disappointed.
I know, right? I might as well have just failed that one.
No. So, as the both of you are flying away as fast as you can, a couple of the ogres do notice Didas, and they're like, there he is, get him! And now you have this massive stampede of ogres starting to trail behind you.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Thank God Fly gives you a speed of 60 feet, whereas ogres only have a speed of 30. So you quickly make your way up to the top of the stairs. You scoop up Layla and immediately start flying out, flying over the gates and away from the ogre camp. But she wasn't done eating all the cheese, and her hand longingly reaches back behind her towards the cheese, which then eventually gets stampeded over by the ogres. And she'll start to cry again.
I am so sorry, but I did not want to get squished by ogres today. I'll buy you lots of cheese and Dragonport, I promise.
She's now giving you the silent treatment because she's upset.
Oh no! Locke, please tell me you held back some cheese.
I gave her the last of the cheese.
Oh no! It's gonna be a very long ride.
You really think when she asked for the rest of the cheese, I wasn't gonna give her the rest of the cheese?
A man can dream, okay?
A man can dream.
You're the one who chose to be with a rat folk. You should be carrying cheese to placate her at all times. This isn't on me.
Layla will say
You're
that's
not wrong.
racist.
And yes,
I
that is
can't be
racist.
racist. I can't be racist. It's my race.
I'm not saying
but
that you're
I can
wrong,
be
I'm just
sorry.
saying that you're racist. You got one instrument left, and that is all the way back in Dragonport. Thankfully, the trip there is relatively quick, and as you start to hunker down inside the Thieves Guild that is underneath Dragonport, Layla would now have gone into her third trimester, which means things are now much more stable, and her attitude starts to adjust back to what you normally know. While she still has some stints here and there, like the fact that now every night Dedas is forced to go into her quarters because she's cold and wants more body heat. Everything else is more or less back to normal.
I mean, that's not a negative. That's, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, despite the fact that she has a bed, she now has 2 beds, with you being the second one. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But during the day, she's more or less back to her usual self, threatening people, pointing her guns at people, being angry and pissed off all the goddamn time. Her cravings have also gone down a little bit, too. However, Locke, you have an old friend visiting you. The moment you, wake up the following morning after your first night spending in Dragonport. Would you like to guess who?
An old friend?
Yeah, an old friend. Someone who's, your shape.
Who's my shape?
Yeah.
I don't remember us meeting any other rat folk. Wait, is Kate still here?
Yeah.
Good morning.
She will, as you leave your room to start your day, you will be bombarded with enough confetti to go up to your ankles. And she'll go, "Hooray!"
Good morning is, normally the correct way to announce oneself in the morning.
Well, you're here, so it's a hooray.
Yeah, I was here last night.
Yeah, but I wasn't. So hooray! And she'll strike a pose in front of you.
How did the anti-curse thing go?
Everyone cried, and then I gave off the antidotes and decided to go to my house for a couple of days while I waited for you.
That makes sense.
But then you took too long, so I got bored.
Yeah, well, it's a lot slower traveling with Mum pregnant than, when she's not.
You say it like it's your fault.
Oh, it's not my fault. I cursed her ass the whole time. But I also placated her with drunkenness that won't affect the baby.
She thinks for a moment. Oh, yeah. Panacea, I guess that works. Why didn't I think of that? She starts scratching her cheek.
Because you wouldn't find it funny, so you wouldn't think of it?
What? No, I would never do that to my mom.
No, you would probably give us sobriety.
No, I wouldn't do that to my mom. You maybe.
Yeah.
Because that's funny.
There's a reason I stopped drinking anything you gave me years ago.
Smile.
So, where's everyone else?
I think
They already leave?
Dedas is stuck in the room. I'm just here to say hello. I was gonna actually interject myself because you're trying to find an instrument from the Duchess, yeah?
Yep.
She is doing her yearly ball at around this time, so security is extremely high, and there's a lot of people inside her house. Do you have something nice and fancy to wear?
I mean, no, but
You will need
I
something
suppose I
nice
could
and fancy
buy
to wear.
something.
Alright. I guess I can whip up a suit for you. Something with some frills and a nice tie and everything else. And here you go. And she just hands it over.
Now, you made me something fashionable, not a dress like last time, right?
She just says, smiles. And then sticks out her tongue.
I'm not going to a fancy party in a dress, Kate.
Smiles.
Not again.
Put it on.
If this is a dress, I am going to find something that you are not immune to, and I'm going to poison you.
Good luck. I'm immune to everything, including noggin poison.
Oh, I will make new poisons. Just so that you are stuck to a toilet for a week.
And I will steal all of your research.
Sucks to be you. I stopped writing it down.
Yeah, but unlike you, I have a noggin poison.
Okay, I'll put it on.
She'll just stand there and wait outside your room, motioning with her eyes for you to go put it on now.
I will go in and I will change into whatever it is she has given me. Hoping to God it is not a dress.
Dadas, it'll be at this point that you make your way over to where Locke's room is, and you see Kate waiting, rocking on her heels and toes back and forth, with her hands behind her back, humming softly as she waits for Locke to exit. And when she notices you enter, she'll give a big, excited wave.
Good morning.
She'll take a couple of steps towards you. Her eyes will grow a little bit bigger on her face, and she'll go, "So, is there any title that I'm supposed to give you? Daddy?" And she'll bounce her eyebrows up and down.
I think Dolas is just fine.
What, you don't want to be called Father, or Papa, or Dada, or Daddy? And she'll just bounce her eyebrows again on the last word.
You know what? Let's just stick with Dolas. I think that has a nice ring to it, right?
No, that's lame.
You're
Well, then-
lame.
You're not even out of the room
Please.
yet.
Don't
No, that would
use-
just be a call from inside the door.
Just don't call me daddy. I think Layla is actually gonna kill me.
Why?
I don't know. Honestly, no idea.
What, are you
Just an
paranoid because you got her
intuition.
pregnant? Whose fault is that? And then she'll turn towards the door. Oh, right!
I don't think it's Locke's fault. What?
She'll turn back and be like, "Shut up. I'm allowed to torture him. He's my little baby brother."
Yeah, you can torture him all you want. Sure.
Haha! She'll just call through the door.
Why are we waiting?
I'm going
out
to
here, by
hurt
the way?
you.
What'd
Don't
you
talk
say?
to your sister like that.
She'll just go,
Okay.
"Yeah."
Hate you instead.
What'd you say, Locke?
Should I hate you instead? You don't want to get in the middle of this, Duras.
And she'll turn to Duras and go, "Yeah."
You know what? You're right. I don't want to get in the middle of this. But why are we waiting out here? What's going on?
Oh, I'm getting him clothes for a party.
Okay, cool. What kind of party are you two going to? Or is it just him?
She tilts her head and she goes, "You're old, right?"
I guess, yeah.
How do you not know that
Somewhat.
Just Polta does balls at around this time of year every single year?
Look, those are not really my events. Too formal, I guess.
She just points at you. "You're old."
Yeah, and you're young, I have no good comeback to this.
Yeah, I know I am. And she'll just smack her own ass and strike another pose.
Great. So the plan is to infiltrate the ball?
Well, it's the only plan that we got. We'd stick out if we were to dress like this, and she motions to herself.
True, true.
It'll be at this point that Locke exits, and he's not wearing a dress this time. He is instead wearing a dark blue suit, though there have been some modifications to it. While the pants themselves are relatively normal and do come with a black belt and some black matching shoes, the pants have this ruffle around each of the thigh areas and then around each of the calf areas. And as for the button-up tux, it has a very flowy, thin silk frill, to which I guess for like a real-world equivalent, it is very reminiscent of like 1400s fashion. So Locke looks a little more like a blue peacock than anything else.
Did it really need this many ruffles?
Yes, she says with a smile.
If other people don't have ruffles, Kate, I'm not going to be happy.
She just smiles more. And then she'll pull out another set of clothes, seemingly from nowhere. I got your clothes too. And she'll hand it off to Dras.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I left basically everything in Tarantus. Locke, you mind if I use your room really quick?
She smiles, giving a very toothy grin. I didn't get them from Tarantus.
I mean, I thought so. So, Locke, the room?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Don't touch anything.
Touch everything.
I didn't plan. I will not touch a single thing. Except the ground, I guess.
So, Didas, you enter the door and everything else, and she'll turn back to Locke. You're not wearing the hat.
Is the hat really necessary?
It makes you look very spiffing.
I'm gonna like open up the door. You forgot this hat here, Locke, and I'll just put it on his head and close the door again.
And
I should poison all of you.
Locke, you find yourself wearing, I guess the best way to describe it, because I can't think of the actual name for the hat, I forgot it, is the hat that Robin Hood is usually depicted with. So, with a blue feather coming out on the right-hand side to match with the rest of the outfit. So you got a blue tuxedo and pants, black belt, black shoes, a black hat, but a blue feather. And she'll clasp her hands together and she'll go, "Aw, you look adorable."
Thank you, Kate. You worked very hard, I'm sure.
She'll smile even bigger. And she'll say, "I'm sure you'll stand out in the party enough to find a girl that you like. Or a guy. Or both. Maybe you're into both."
We're not having this discussion?
What? Why not? We're adults.
And that doesn't mean I want to have this discussion with my sister.
About the type of people that you're into? How else am I supposed to play Wing Woman?
You're not. I wouldn't pick you to be my wing woman.
Why not? I'd be the best one. I can literally slip them a love potion.
Exactly, why not?
Fine, it won't be a love potion.
And I will gesture down to the confetti that is still piled on the floor. There's too much confetti, Kate.
I can be serious when I want to, but fine, I won't do a love potion. I'll do a lust potion.
No potions?
Then how else are you supposed to pick someone up? Other than by using
With
a large
my-
person.
That's uncalled for. Now you're getting mean.
She laughs and says, we're the same size. Actually, I'm shorter than you.
Yeah. But
Funny.
maybe I want to be the one that is carried by someone taller. Just because you get to have that.
Ooh. And then she'll point at Locke, so you did pick things up from me.
Uh-huh. And I imagine that will go on for probably until Duras comes out of the room.
To which, when the door opens and Dadas exits the room, Locke, you see that she did not prepare the same kind of formal wear for Dadas. As a matter of fact, Dadas's formal wear is entirely normal. Or, actually, normal's probably not the best word. It is an extension of something that Dadas is familiar with. Normally, those that are in the military are giving a set of civilian formal clothing for when there are certain gatherings for those exclusively in the military, to which that is what Kate has designed, or rather built and crafted for you. But there's a little bit more to that. Outside of the fact that this formal militaristic suit has now more breathability and a lot more flexibility for you to move around, therefore not feeling like that stuffy nonsense that Dadas is used to, there are actually medals pinned in the proper places of all of the accolades that Dadas has gotten throughout the war, including the ones that he never mentioned to other people, but Kate still somehow figured out. And then on the other side, there is a small white rose, complemented with a small black rose, complemented with a small blue rose underneath. So it's kind of like a tricorn type of design. And Locke, you will notice that when Dadas exits, Kate's silly, goofy persona drops, and she genuinely smiles at Dadas before saying, "Aw, don't you look handsome?" And she'll clap, doing a little light golf clap as she does so.
Yeah, thanks, Kate. This is perfect. It's an incredible fit. Thank you. This is really nice. I don't think I told you about these. It doesn't matter. Thank you a lot.
And she will then point and go, "Why aren't you wearing the beret?"
I must have missed that. I will go back now and get it.
Her eyes will narrow.
I'll just go back and put it on.
People have fallen out of fashion with hats, Kate.
Hats are the best, though. You can put them between your ears, and your ears get pushed out, and you can look like Dumbo.
You're a Dumbo.
Yeah, but I'm your Dumbo. What are you gonna do about it?
I mean, nothing when you put it like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and she'll just start poking at your chest.
How's the research coming on the wormhole?
I haven't done all that much research since we left, because, I had other priorities, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I did finish that, though.
You
I
should.
did give it to them. I don't know if they drank it, because I didn't watch them drink it, but I did give it to them. Hopefully it works.
Well, how are Reik and Leiku doing?
Everyone is depressed.
Oh damn! What happened?
She opens her
What
mouth
did you do?
to start to talk, and then she'll turn to Locke. Oh, I'm doing a thing, but while I only heard some things here and there, apparently they traveled back in time when they visited the orphanage somehow, kind of, sort of, and when they came out, like, the fourth time, everyone was depressed and crying, and Guava didn't have her crown anymore, which was concerning, but she's normal, which is more concerning.
Wait. She just wasn't wearing the crown?
Yeah, I don't know where it went. I asked, but, you know, everyone said, oh, it got lost in the fire. And I was like, what fire? And they kept trying to explain this time shenanigan to me, and it just got confusing.
I
That's
thought
weird.
time travel was impossible.
That's why it's confusing.
Are you sure they didn't just have some, like, weird, like, drug trip?
I tested for that while they were sleeping. No.
What do you mean while they were okay, no, I'm not even gonna ask.
What do you mean? I draw your blood when you
don't-
sleep too.
You don't ever want to ask those questions to Kate Duras. You know this.
Yeah, no, usually I know. Sorry.
Why do you think my antitoxins are so potent with all of you? Because I have your blood. Your Denna.
You know, that's actually a really good reason.
Yeah.
But you
Oh,
could
she
also
needed
just
blood.
ask.
She needed blood once for the antitoxins. The rest of it is just his side projects.
Yeah. And she'll just finger guns at Locke.
Again, you could just ask. It wouldn't have to be.
Yeah, but if I ask, then I don't get to train my stealth skills. I'm a thief. I'm supposed to be good at this.
I guess. True. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. And she'll wiggle her
So-
hips back and forth.
What do we know about this ball?
It's very fancy. There's a lot of people in it, and the Duchess likes to brag about her collection. So if what we're looking for is a part of her collection, we'll probably be able to see it.
Ah, nice.
Okay.
Are you gonna come with us?
Well, of course. Do you want me to go like
No.
this, or do you want me to get pretty for you? And then she'll bat her eyelashes at Dras. What's your choice, Papa?
I'm not gonna say anything to this.
You suck.
So, I assume this is going to be by invitation only. Have we acquired an invitation?
If you are pretty enough, she'll let you in. To which, why wouldn't
Right.
she, why would she decline someone as spiffing as you and a military veteran and someone as, and she'll flip her hair as she does this, as gorgeous as myself?
I mean, you're not
I hope
wrong.
this is- I hope you put some real thought into this, Kate.
She'll turn to Locke and get a little serious. I will actually take that as an insult.
You might be amazing at every job you have that involves only you. But when you plan out for other people, something inevitably goes wrong because you have planned that out for a group of 5 people that are all you.
Well, maybe if you were. And she'll just hoof.
Okay, you go get ready. We need to find out if we can get into this ball or not.
Mm-hmm. And then she'll turn to Dras and go, you might want to show your baby mama that, and she'll walk away.
That was the plan, but thank you. So, see you in the evening, I guess, when the ball is.
Yep. You just try and keep that, keep those, those creases sharp. Don't let her mess them up too much.
Which her?
Yeah, which
Well, it's
Tell me,
Layla that
Doc,
you're
who
going
are
to
you
see.
talking about here?
So,
Well, what do you think we're doing in there? Come on, Locke. I don't know what
this,
you're talking
this isn't about what I
Spell
think
it
you
out
want
for
to
me.
do. This is a question of what she is going to want to do, seeing you dressed well like that. Just because she isn't as crazy swinging in emotion anymore, does not mean that she is not going to jump you.
Kate will slowly rise up from the floor beside Locke and go, "You seem rather interested in your daddy's sex life, don't you think?"
I thought you'd gone.
I am never gone.
Do you know what? Then don't go. I'm going, and Locke is just going to walk away.
She will look back at Dedas and sink back into the floor.
See you later, Kate.
Goodbye.
Yeah, and then I will go to Layla.
You will go to Layla. You will knock on the door. Locke being tortured by Kate is way too funny, Scissor. Yeah, good job. Clap, clap.
Clap, clap.
So, you go and you knock on the door where Layla is, and she's obviously a little groggy, and as she's wiping her eyes, opening the door, and looks up at you, she just stares. Calmly,
Yes.
she reaches up, grabs your tie, and drags you into the room.
Yeah, makes sense.
Time passes. When the three of you meet up again, Locke, I presume you have taken care of your clothes as pristinely as possible, so that they look
Okay,
Oh,
quick
more-
interjection.
absolutely.
Before we go on, I need a 5-minute pee break. Sorry.
Mhm. So I assume, Locke, you did your best to keep your clothes in pretty much pristine condition, yes?
Oh, absolutely.
Would there have been any altercations that you would have done to the clothing?
No, because he knows full well that he doesn't have the skills to alter them himself. And if she catches him having somebody else alter them, then he is going to truly find out if he is immune to poisons.
Just so that you're aware, both of you and Kate are technically in a stalemate. Neither of you can poison each other because neither of you have access to Arcana toxins.
I know.
Basically, it would just be each of you giving each other drinks and they just taste worse and worse than the last.
Yeah, it's just completely. Yeah, that's just how it would go.
Kate, actually, I'll
You-
describe Kate later. When Duras returns, he looks dehydrated, to say the least. I love that timing. To which, as he is approaching the both of you, he will be taking deep swigs of water and or fruit juice, whichever he happens to have on hand. And when Kate approaches, she's done up her hair. It looks a lot fluffier than usual, to match the fact that she is wearing a gown. While it is tight at the top, it flows after her chest area, and I guess the best way to describe it is that she looks like a foreign princess. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
She's even got flowers tied into small braids in her hair. And it took you at least a couple of glances to recognize that it's her because of how absolutely different she looks.
Who knew you could clean up this well?
What was that?
Who knew you could clean up this well?
She'll raise an eyebrow, and her tone is very different. She's no longer playing these silly games. And you go, ouch.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
You came back
I don't remember the
dehydrated,
last
drinking
time.
fruit juice, and Kate looks like a foreign princess with how pretty she has dressed herself up in.
I don't remember the last time I saw you in makeup that wasn't just some kind of pure effect of an experiment, you know? You used to use the soot from the bottom of a pot as eye makeup, but this looks nice.
She'll lean forward as you keep talking, putting her hands on her hip, and this big toothy grin will appear across her face, and she'll go, "Oh, stumbling over your words now, huh? Why, that's stunning to you?"
I mean, yes, but also no.
I don't know. It seems kind of gross to me, and she'll start to walk away.
You're gross.
I know we're not related, but you can do better than that, step bro.
Alright, don't make it weird.
You're the one that made it weird. She'll stay with a laugh.
I'll just follow along behind.
Alright, so the three of you go to the outskirts of Dragonport, where Duchess Polta's mansion is located. And when you get there, you will find two guards guarding the entrance as per usual, with large halberds, crossing them every single time that someone comes up, to which both of you can go ahead and roll for perception.
Oh,
Oh
not
my
20.
god, nat 20.
A little bit less than that.
I'll have you guys know that you have 23,000 EXP so far.
Nice.
Nice.
Alright, so as you start to approach Dadas, you notice that each of these individuals are handing off invitations, or at least some kind of RSVP in order to enter the party, handing them off to these guards. And Locke, you notice that there is a couple far off from the line of these people slowly entering the mansion, arguing with each other. You can't quite make out what they're arguing about, but based on the way that they're looking at each other and the way that they're stanced up and how they're yelling, it seems to be some kind of couple in a couple's quarrel. You also notice that the man has two invitations in his hand, and the girl doesn't seem to want it.
Can I literally just walk like really close past them and just try and
Eavesdrop?
take them from his hand?
Do you want to eavesdrop first?
I suppose I should eavesdrop first.
Alrighty. Which, that would be another perception check from you. You know what, do perception and then a stealth. So there's your perception,
Perception.
so that you can walk by without being noticed. Alright, so you do walk nearby them without being noticed, so that you can listen in on the conversation, and it turns out that the guy in question, when he did the RSVP, did so for the wrong name. But not for himself, but for his date. And you can tell that the main reason why she's so pissed off is because the name that he used was for an ex that he had not too long ago. To which he's trying to explain to her that when he RSVP'd for the party nearly 7 months ago, he wasn't dating her then. So of course he RSVP'd with his ex's name. To which this, of course, just goes back and forth into a circular argument about how she doesn't want to be addressed as this person's ex. To which he's just trying to explain that he can't change it because that's just how he RSVP'd.
Trying to decide whether it's best to just try and swipe them or to try and use words.
Well, it would be at this point in the argument that he does put them in his pocket.
Okay, I'll just try and swipe them from his pocket.
Do you have good sleight of hand?
I do, and I get free inspiration on it, so...
Alright, so first you're going to roll for stealth to approach without getting noticed.
Okay.
Jesus, okay, and then do sleight of hand.
Which is down to a 25.
Okay, nice rolls here. Very, very nice rolls. Alrighty. So you swiped both of these, and then just one last stealth check to get away without being noticed to go back to Dras and Kate. Alright. So you sneak back to Dadas and Kate, and you hold up both of the invitations, to which Kate will take them from you to examine them, to which she'll hold on to one herself and then hand the other one off to Locke.
Well, I think we're missing one.
Well, it is kind of a sucky situation across the board, and she'll link arms with Locke. We're a couple now, and you're a war veteran, so maybe if you rely on that, you'll be able to walk through the door, if you make a big enough stink.
Oh boy, I will try my best.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Does that belief end in another ticket you can just procure somewhere?
I think if you walk up to the front door and make a big enough stink that you're a war veteran and should be allowed entrance into this prestigious party, as long as you make a loud enough stink for Duchess Polta to hear you, she might be convinced to allow you in.
Okay, I'll try my best. I think I can do this. Yeah.
She will then look over at Locke and she'll go, "Ready to be my boyfriend for like 6 hours or whatever?"
Absolutely. Let's do this.
Doesn't sound very convincing. But at least right now your name is Clyde and mine is Louise.
Clyde it is.
Yup. I don't like Louise. Louise is a shitty name.
Yeah, I don't think she was happy about it either. It was the guy's ex's name.
Oh, does that mean I'm your ex now? And she'll playfully wink at you.
Just played the part.
She'll just laugh. And the both of you will eventually re-enter the line and start making your way up with Didos, you behind. Locke and Kate, the both of you would go up to the guards and present your RSVPs, one to each guard to make things easy, to which they'll uncross and allow the both of you in. And Locke, you'll notice that at this point, Kate will change personas almost entirely. She no longer moves in the way that she usually does, to which you're incredibly used to her being very light on her feet, to the point that regardless of what she's wearing or whatever she's doing, she's almost entirely silent. And while there is still some of that lightness in her step, you can tell now that she's being much more deliberate in her movements. While her dress doesn't really show the way that she's walking, you can tell that she has developed a style that effectively goes, I know I'm attractive, and I know you're looking at me. No, you cannot touch. She's not doing it expressly or deliberately towards your general direction. She's just exuding that kind of aura, all the while still linking arms with you so that the both of you walk through. You also notice that there are quite a few men, single men, that look over in your general direction. And I don't know how you would feel about this, but quite a few of them do look at you and Kate in a way where their eyes are filled with envy. Some more envious than others, some more lustful with that envy than others.
Locke will just put on a smile that says, I know what you're thinking, and don't even try.
Go ahead and, actually, I'll ask you this. Would it be bluff or diplomacy?
Oh, it would be outright bluff.
Okay, then roll bluff.
This is a man that prefers not to openly threaten anyone, but to attack from the shadows.
Well, the diplomacy or
bluff.
The diplomacy and bluff stuff is more along the lines of how much you're playing into the part, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it.
Because diplomacy would hint at the fact that you are into it. Bluff would indicate that you're not. If you catch my drift.
Definitely bluff.
Okay, that's why I had to ask. And then Didos.
36.
Alright, you succeed. They some of them turn away, a few of them get mildly upset, and the others just relish in their envy. Didos, when you approach, of course, you know, the halberds cross in front of you, denying you entry, and they ask for an RSVP, and you obviously don't have one. But Kate told you to make a scene, so what are you gonna do?
What do you mean an RSVP? Have you no idea who I am? I'm Doras Kavan. I have fought for this. I bled for this country, and now you buffoons won't let me into this party. What the hell is going on here? Have we all lost our senses?
Do you have
Step
ranks in
aside.
Intimidate?
In Intimidate, I think so. I think I have a few. Yes, I do. I have one.
Alright, go ahead, roll for Intimidate.
I actually have some racial bonus. Good. Okay. Come on, dice bot. Goddamn dice bot.
So you start to make a scene and everything else, and the guards are like, okay, hold on, buddy. You don't need to make a scene, you don't have to do any of that, and one of them notices the medals that have been pinned to your jacket in the actual area, and you can tell from the way that they look that they also used to be in the military, or maybe currently are, and they're just doing private bodyguard work to make ends meet and whatnot. And you hear the both of them starting to whisper back and forth. How are you going to follow up on this? Because they're momentarily stunned talking to each other. You can't quite hear, since they are whispering as underneath their breath as possible. But it is quite clear that you're getting somewhere, if that makes sense.
Look, I'm sure that the Duchess would appreciate someone of my stature being at her party. Just let me go through, or at least ask her. I'm sure she would let me in. Just, what are we doing here, people?
Go ahead and roll for Intimidate again.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
Good.
Alright, so as you do that, making even more of a scene, an individual exits from inside, and it is none other than Duchess Polta, to which, do you want me to send that image again? Do you forget what she looks like?
I got the stream open, I can see it.
I'll just send it again, just in case.
Yeah, why not?
Here you go. To which she'll look at you and everything else, and she'll look you up and down with that usual snooty expression that she's got. And she'll give this smile, and she'll go, "Oh, I didn't realize someone of your stature had arrived today. I'm sorry, were my men giving you trouble?"
A little bit, but I'm sure someone as sophisticated as you knows that these are just some guards. They don't know what's going on in the upper ranks.
Oh, and a smooth talker. I see. And she'll hold a hand out for you to take.
Yeah, I guess she's probably like the back of the hand up, so I just take her hand and give her a little kiss on the hand.
Oh, and so courteous. Of course you may enter as an honored guest. And in the back of your
Thank
mind, you
you.
feel like you chose the wrong dialogue option.
Oh god. Please, no one tell Layla. Please. That's the inner dialogue.
So you enter and you meet up with the other two, to which, now that the three of you are standing around, Kate having gotten wine for herself in Locke in the process to try and blend in, to which, actually, I need to go pull up her sheet. Because I don't actually know this. I know only one of you can speak Squeak Speak, because that's the rat folk language. Aklo, can any of you speak Aklo? Or both of you speak Aklo?
Nope.
Nope.
How about Dwarven?
Nope.
Nope.
Knoll?
I do know Noel.
No, I have Abyssal and Infernal.
What are your extra languages then, Badas? Outside of
I have-
Abyssal and Infernal?
I have Common, Abyssal, Infernal. That's what's written there.
That's it? Because you gain extra languages equal to your Intmon outside of the base for what you start with. Did you
Oh,
not?
is it?
Yeah,
called
my-
Intmon?
my-
I should
my
have- I thought it was equal to linguistics.
No, it's you start off with extra languages equal to your intelligence. You can then learn
Oh,
more
right.
by putting points into linguistics. So you
Right,
start off
what
with
I'm-
common and either abyssal or infernal, to which you having abyssal and infernal means that you can speak the languages of the cultists because you would have learned that, but you were supposed to have an extra one on top of that.
Oh. I guess then I never decided on that.
What would have been what would have been the one that made the most sense for him to learn? Would have been Draconic, Dwarven, Elven, Gnome, Goblin, Halfling, or Orc.
Oh, that's a good ass question. I mean, you know the world better than I do.
So then your choices would have been either Elven or Orc.
I guess then Elven?
Alright. Which means I don't think any of you have any overlapping languages with her, because she has Common, Squeak Speak, Aklo, Draconic, Dwarven, Knoll Gnome, Goblin, Halfling, Orc, and Undercommon. She was going to try and speak to you in, like, a secret language, but I guess that is now currently off the table. In which case...
I overlap on a bunch of languages, but nothing that we overlap with completely.
Yeah, nothing with Deras.
Oh, yeah, I don't know a whole bunch of languages.
So what she'll do is she'll pull out a piece of paper and she'll start writing down little notes. And she'll effectively just write down saying, I don't know when these tours are supposed to start or if they have already started, but Duchess Polta has a tendency to do tours, and then she'll turn to Deras and just like pretend that she hasn't written anything, and she goes, oh, so did you meet the Duchess? How did you like her? Just in case there are people overhearing.
I mean, I'll take it and I'll say back, oh, you know, she was a delight, an absolute delight.
Oh, so she let you in even without an invitation? How interesting. You must have made an impression, right?
I think so, yeah, I think a pretty favorable one.
Oh, well, maybe if you're lucky, she'll give you the first tour of the night if she hasn't already done so.
I should really go talk to her about this, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
Well, it does seem that she disappeared into the party again, so you may have to ask some of the help.
Yep. Let me go do that.
And then she'll turn back to Locke and she'll go, well, what about you? Do you think we should join him? Or do you think we should go elsewhere? And she'll bounce her eyebrows a little bit and eye over at the several people that are always within earshot, some of which have been enviously watching the both of you.
I will switch to Squeak Speak, and I will just say to her, it might be best if we try and get in on the tour with Deras, but from my last time in here, this woman seems to be a creature of habit. I'd say that she's put this new guitar exactly where the last one was. So I fully expect to find it in the, for want of a better word, trophy room upstairs.
She'll respond in Squeak Speak, though of course the act that she's putting on makes it seem like the both of you are talking about something silly and maybe a little raunchy with the way that she emphasizes certain words, giggling here and there, laughing every now and then, the way that couples normally do when they would talk about such a thing. But obviously she's speaking in Squeak Speak and just telling you plain sentences. She's just acting on the outside. To which she'll say, I actually would disagree with that. I think we should let Deras simply do a tour so that he can tell us where it is. And if it is in the same spot, then you can probably just go off on your own.
I mean, that works for me. We should just enjoy the party until then.
She then leans over, speaking in Squeak Speak. You want to help me steal as much cheese as possible?
I mean, duh.
Yeah. And she'll start to slink away. Alright, so we'll do the cheese theft first because it's funny. We will have you and Kate roll for perception. Actually, I'll just have you roll for perception. NPCs aren't allowed to add to EXP.
Oh, nat 1.
Okay. So as you are walking around, trying to find out where the cheese is and everything else, you do find the area where all of the food is, and as you start to get close and picking up some of the cheese, you look around a little bit to see if anyone's watching, and as you start to pick it up, you feel a hand rest gently against your shoulder, and as you turn around, you hear someone... Hold on, I need to pull up the image. You hear someone go, "Oh, can I help you?" Hold on, I need to put the image here for you, and here on the chat. So when you turn around and look up, this is what you see.
No, thank you. I was just going to partake in some cheese.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, you seemed a little curious about your environment. You're not planning to steal any of this cheese, correct?
Of course not. I mean, it's here for the guests, is it not? So surely me having a few pieces of cheese is not theft.
Correct, as long as you're putting it into your mouth and not your pockets. I will be watching you. Have a good day.
You don't want melted cheese in your pockets.
He starts to walk away as he you try and explain. He'll just wink as he does so, and for some weird reason, when he does, you just hear this sound effect, this smolder sound effect that I do not have. I wish I did. To which he will stand over by the tables, back in the original position that he was before you even entered, and he stands there and he watches you with this handsome smile on his face.
I'm going to very deliberately raise a piece of cheese into the air, like I'm making a toast, and then just like nod at the guy and then eat the piece of cheese before walking away from the cheese.
He will continue to watch and smile at you.
Just return the cake and go, okay, I got a few pieces. That weirdo came over and started, acting like he's the lord of the cheese or something. I don't know who that guy is.
Kate will look over at you and look over at the guy that you're pointing out as subtly as possible and goes, "Oh, maybe he's security?"
An odd thing to secure is the cheese. Man is a strange fellow.
Well, if you are as rich as Duchess Polta, I don't think you want anything to go missing. You want everything to be accounted for, even small pieces of cheese.
So, are you gonna try?
I can, but I think we should probably just sit down and pretend to be guests some more. Drinks? You want to get some drinks?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. She'll start walking around, and she'll sit down at the designated bartender, and as you sit next to her, the bartender is facing away from you, and when they turn back around, they ask you, what you would like to drink.
I'll just take a white wine.
Which white wine would you like? We have white wine number 2 and white wine number 1. We also have a white wine number 2.1 and a 2.2 as well.
I'll take a 2.2.
Would you like that mixed into anything?
No, thank you. Just Straight 2.2.
Okay. And he'll just pour it into a little martini glass for you and hand it over, and then he'll talk to Kate. And Kate will look at this man, and then back at the other person who's over by the cheese, and then back at this man, and then over towards Locke and be like, the fuck?
So it's not just me that thinks this place is full of weirdos, I say in squeak speak.
I'll just be like, ma'am, is there anything that you would like? And she goes, you know what? Could you tell me where the bathroom is? I couldn't find it amongst the crowd. And he'll motion and give her directions and everything else. And she'll nod along and go, thanks. And start to walk off towards the bathroom, leaving Locke by himself.
I'm going to just sit near my drink, probably looking between these two very odd-looking men. Really disturbingly. Just very disturbed in what I'm seeing.
I don't know what you're talking about. They're beautiful. They're handsome even.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I was expecting you to post a handsome Squidward. That's just the bartender.
What, not Gabe Newell?
No, Gaben was not my first thought.
Alright, we'll go over to Didas. Didas, go ahead and roll a perception check to try and find Duchess Polta.
While I'm doing that, I just want to add that the cheese guy killed me. I am genuinely having tears in my eyes.
What do you mean? You don't like Nigel Thornberry?
I will make no further comment.
Wrong chat.
Damn it. That was actually good.
Failure.
Nope, that's not how to write. Thank you. Of course.
You start to look around, and thankfully, as the DC is a 25, so you physically couldn't fail, you do run into Duchess Polta as she is talking with a few other guests. As you approach, you can hear her bragging about parts of her collection and how much money she had to spend in order to even get it.
Okay, I thought there was more to it.
No.
Okay. Then I guess I'll go up to the group and go to approach the Duchess. Oh, I'm sorry, may I have just a quick word with you? I hope I don't interrupt. I'm not trying to be rude.
She turns, and she does seem a little upset that you're interrupting, and she goes, well, I do mind, but you're free to tell me what you want.
So sorry, I have heard a lot from commanders and generals about your wonderful collection, and I overheard some people that you're giving tours every now and then at these balls, and I was just so looking forward and hoping that I could maybe attend one of these attend one of the groups going through your wonderful inventory.
She'll look at you, and her expression will lighten up, and she goes, oh, the military's talking about me. And she'll brush her hair behind her ear a little bit as she continues to look at you up and down. Once again, you feel like you've chosen the wrong dialogue option in the back of your head.
God damn. Yeah, I heard nothing but praise from all the colleagues.
Oh, well, if that's the case, were you one of those colleagues? She says curiously, her voice lightening even more.
Well, I have to be honest, I have not been able to check out your collection myself. That's why I was hoping I could take a look with one of the tours today.
Oh. And once again, you feel the wrong dialogue off.
God damn.
Well, you know, if it isn't too much of an issue for you, Mr. General, I could give you a private tour.
Oh, I would very much love that.
Raging Inferno. Poor Draz.
I'm in so much trouble when I get home.
To which she apologizes to the group that she was talking to, and the group that she was talking to does seem a little upset that you've managed to sweet talk the hostess enough to have a private tour, to which she does take you up to the second floor and starts to walk you through the entire mansion. However, about partway through, you can tell that she simply starts to flat out flirt with you. So go ahead and roll sense motive.
Oh no. Okay, sense motive, yep.
Alright, so as you were listening to her rather not so subtle attempts at seduction to get you behind closed doors, wink wank wonk, you can tell that the reason why she's doing so isn't because she is attracted to you. While there might be a glint of that somewhere underneath, it is painfully obvious. It is just because you are a well-dressed general in her general location, talking about how the military, whom she knows very little about, is praising her accolades, and she is attempting to secure an alliance, if that makes sense. You can also tell that this seems to be some kind of double-edged sword, where you aren't entirely sure if she'll cut the tour short if you don't play along.
Yeah, I get it.
How do you respond?
Okay, sure, I'll just, I'm gonna pretend to be, like, super interested in, like, everything, like, all the artifacts she shows me, and, like, asking questions about them. Like, I'm really trying to get an understanding for most of them, and just asking for what else she has, and trying to shift the conversation more about the artifacts and less about other stuff.
Alright, go ahead and roll a charisma check.
Great.
You
Oh,
roll
damn.
well enough, and she seems mildly upset with this, but you do so in a polite and gentle way, enough that she doesn't act out irrationally, though she does get a bit more flirtatious and sexual with everything. Like, every single time she turns, she does so to make sure that her dress lifts up from the motion just enough to try and flash you, to at least try and entice you even further. What would be your response to that?
Goddamn. I'm gonna try to like play along a little bit, but not try to like keep it in check at a very basic level.
You're gonna have to be a little bit more detailed than that, because that's just you trying to play both sides without picking a wrong decision. Sorry.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, sorry, you can't do that. How are you gonna react to this?
Shit. Well, have I found the item I'm looking for
Not
at this
yet.
point? Not yet, damn. Then... yeah, I guess I'll start to, like, lurk back a little. Try to play a bit into her side, but still try to keep it a bit in check. Nothing...
Again, you're trying to play both sides. Be more specific as to what you're trying to do. You can't try this stuff against a DM who knows what he's doing, sorry.
I can try. Damn it, how do I do
You
this?
can't play along, but do so at a distance. You either play along or you shut it down. There is no in-between. What are you gonna do?
Fair. Oh, I'll play along. I'll play along a bit more. Yeah, I'll play along with her.
Are you sure?
Stop gaslighting me.
If she's very deliberately making sexual advances towards you, are you sure you want to play along?
No, I really shouldn't. Wait. No, the character wouldn't. No, I'm gonna shut it down.
And how would you shut it down?
I'm gonna say, wait, I forgot the name again. Okay, here. Okay, look, Miss Porter, the military and me are really interested in maybe getting a common ground or a partnership going, but I would have to see a bit more of your collection, if that would be fine.
Go ahead and roll another charisma check.
Oh boy.
Smiles.
Oh boy.
Smiles.
Smiles. Yeah, that's not good.
She visibly gets upset. To which Dras, she then calls security on you. And you were promptly escorted from the party. All the while, she will lightly taunt you along the way about how there could have been something special. If only you could see past the end of your nose. And then she will say good riddance as you are pushed out the front entrance. Locke, you can go ahead and roll for perception.
Down.
My guy with the Thieves Guild, short of actually committing to the act. you could have gotten away with anything as long as the job is done?
No, I don't think I could have.
There's a 45 on my perception check.
You would have seen Duras being escorted out, to which you can go ahead and roll sense motive here as well.
Okay. I believe it's free inspiration on sense motive as well, which is good. For 34.
You can tell what he got kicked out for.
for being a noble fool.
For refusing to get laid in order to secure the goods.
Look, I'm not sorry.
So did us.
It's okay. It was me that saw it and not Kate, so...
So did us. Now that you've got kicked out, are you gonna go home and tell Layla what happened?
I think I'm gonna hang back a little bit, see if the other two are gonna come out.
Well, it's gonna take them some time, that's why I'm gonna ask if you were... Because there's no way that you can participate anymore. At least in that heist.
Yeah, I know, true, but I think I'm gonna hang back and see what happens.
Alright. So you're just gonna hang around outside the party. Sure.
I mean, we are pretty good at disappearing into at least a city that we are fairly familiar with. So if you do just want to head back, there is no issue with that.
True.
True, I mean, assuming you go out invisible, I wouldn't see you anyway, so I might as well just head back. That's true. Didn't think about that.
So, you're gonna head back and tell Layla what happened?
Yes.
Well, at first she is obviously going to be upset in the way that a jealous person gets upset. But when you explain how things ended and why they happened, let's just say that you get, quote-unquote, rewarded. Wink, wank, long.
See, this mission was a success. I don't even care.
He's like, good. You didn't go to bed with that hussy of a harlot. Who knows what kind of STD she would have given you.
Yeah, ugh.
The clothes stay on. And then no one hears from Draz for the rest of the night.
I thought you were gonna say 24 hours.
She's pregnant. She can't
Kayla's
do it
got
for that
duties,
long.
my friend. She got official duties to do now that we're back at the guild.
True.
She can't waste 24 hours with you.
Alright, so, about 15 minutes go by, Locke, and Kate does not return from the bathroom.
Okay. I'm going to scan the room to see if I can see her anywhere. She obviously hasn't come back to me, but I also don't think there's a high chance she's still in the bathroom, so...
You
Before I
scan the
go over
area,
there-
you don't have to roll for perception for this, and you don't see her.
Huh. I will head over to the bathroom just to sort of make sure she isn't in there, just like knock the door and sort of, Kate, are you in there?
So,
Sort of.
as you approach the bathroom, you see that there is a man standing outside the bathroom. And he is knocking on the door, and you hear him saying, Miss, I hear that there's some problems in the bathroom. Would you like some help? And you hear Kate's voice from inside. No, I'm okay. Go away, please. No, miss. I am the help for this particular area of the mansion. If only you let me in, I can assist you. That is effectively what you walk in on.
What are you, some kind of pervert?
What?
There's a woman in the bathroom.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a woman. You know what? Give me just a moment and I will come back with the female help. And he walks away for a couple of moments, giving you some time to talk
Hey, what's
to
going
Kate.
on?
The door broke. We try to put it back together, but some asshat keeps knocking on the door.
He's gone to get female help. You have maybe 30 seconds.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God damn it, I wish I could fit my tools in here. It's not like I can shove it up my goddamn crotch. Try install them,
Is there
okay?
a gap under the door?
What?
Is there a gap under the door?
No, that's what makes it worse.
I was gonna drop my thieves tools, but
She's like,
I'll
just
do what I can. But you're gonna have to be quick.
I'm trying, okay? Just make sure they don't bang on the door like they did last time.
Okay.
And after a couple of seconds, he returns with the female help, to which he introduces the female help and then walks away.
Oh dear God.
Why do you have all of those?
My question is, why is her jaw more chiseled than like anyone else's so far?
And she'll stare down at you and go, hello, are you the female in question that I need to help with?
No.
Oh, so are you the one that's
I'm not
causing her
sure.
trouble? Because if that is, I will have to remove you.
Listen, I don't know what that pervert that brought you over here was telling you, but my date is in the bathroom, and he seemed to be harassing her through the door, so
Oh, we
I'm
do
just
not
here
harass, sir.
while-
We're the help. We help. And I do not appreciate that kind of insult towards my comrades. So consider this a warning, and if you could please step out of the way, this is a woman thing that needs womanly touches to take care of.
then I think we need a different female help.
I am the only female help because no other female help is as good as me. Now step aside, please. And she'll lean down and just grab you like the rat that you are and force you out of the way.
Dear God, I hope she got that door fixed.
The moment she sets you aside, the door pops open and Kate gives an excited squeak, speaking in squeak speak, going, fuck, finally, I did it. And then the woman will turn her head and look over at Kate, and Kate will look back up at the woman and go, the fuck? To which you'll
Just
listen to
squeak,
the...
squeak. Polite speak, polite speak.
To which she'll tighten herself up and give a smile, and you'll listen to the both of them talk back and forth, and Kate will lie through her teeth about having her period at the time, to which the female help would go, oh, okay, yes, that makes perfect sense, and everything else, and things along those lines, and then they'll pull out some tampons for Kate, and Kate will look at it and go, these are too big for me. And to which the female help will just say, oh, that's nonsense. Just pull off some of the fluff, it'll work. And she'll walk away and everything else, and Kate will slowly turn towards Locke and go, I don't want to fucking be here anymore.
What the hell were you doing to break the door?
It just popped off. I don't know what happened.
Really?
Yes.
The door just popped off.
Yes, the handle on the inside popped off, and I was trying to find the screw and put it back. I found the screw, and by the time I was trying to put it back on, some asshat was banging on the door, causing the handle to bounce around so I couldn't set the screws properly. The reason why I came into the bathroom to begin with was because I was trying to see through the floors to see if what we're looking for is at least over the bathroom and in a private area. But I guess it's not that private of a fucking area.
Yeah, well, Duras got escorted out.
Oh. Why?
Let's say he was too noble or too smart to bed our gracious host.
She thinks for a moment. In his defense, that's probably best for his health.
I mean, yeah, but it didn't get us anywhere. I'm still gonna have to disappear upstairs myself to try and find it.
Oh no, you can go through the bathroom, kind of. If you can dig through the hole. I mean, through the floor. She opens the door and points like the back right-hand corner of the bathroom. The trophy room is just above that. It's a small 5 square foot overlap, but it's enough to get in. I presume the loot is basically the exact same thing, so I did see it through the wall there.
Okay.
You have anything to dig with?
I will. I'm going to use a quick mixture for Beast Shape 2 and turn myself into a rat, an actual rat. Because I can become an animal of tiny size.
You drink the potion, you turn into a tiny rat, and she looks down at you and goes, "You didn't change. Are you sure something's different?"
I'm just going to squeak at her angrily.
She'll kneel down and go, "Okay, well, obviously I have to leave the bathroom before the help arrives. Did you drink any spider climb before you drank that potion?"
I'll turn back.
She'll laugh when you change back and go, "Hey, look! You look the same again."
That's just mean.
Fine, fine. I will say that you looked very cute when you were small, very pocket-sized. You should be that size more often so that I can carry you around.
I do not want to live in your pocket, Kate.
I was gonna put you in my hair.
Okay, that might be fun.
Well, if you make it out alive, I'll let you do that.
I will make a second level for spider climb. I will make sure I keep I always keep a invisibility potion ready anyway. Then I will make one more beast shape and turn back into a rat who now has spider climb.
Before you change back into a rat, you'll watch as Kate pulls up the side of her dress, exposing the entirety of her leg before reaching up into a space that you can't entirely see, and she'll just hand you 2 grenades.
I mean, I'll always take more grenades.
She goes, "Oh, well, I presume you're gonna just chew through the floor, transform back, and then grab the guitar, right?"
Oh, that's my plan. Yeah.
Well, just in case there's alarms, just use the grenades to make an exit. Since you're acting alone, I can walk out freely.
Yep, no problem. Don't cause too much mayhem.
She'll ruffle your hair and say, "Of course," and then start to walk away.
At which point, I will step into the bathroom, close the door, and drink the beast shape potion.
All right. So you do need to make a climb check. It just reduces the DC by a lot due to spider climb allowing you to climb on horizontal surfaces, and you do get a +8 bonus to that climb check.
I got a +8. I'm going to spend an inspiration.
Make sure that you apply the strength penalty to the climb check, because you are a rat now.
Ooh, yeah, what is the
Which beast shape was
penalty
it?
of that? Beast shape 2.
Alright, so if you go tiny... it's just a -2 to your strength. Interesting. So it's just a -1 to the climb.
So that becomes... You know, I'll write the whole thing out. So that's +8 for the bonus and a -1 the size. There we go.
Not bad. Alright. So, like that. Alright. So you climb up the wall, and, I know rats are very good at just digging through wood, and they can do so very, very quickly. And this is 1 minute per level, so you would definitely have more than enough time to do so. What would be the most appropriate roll to just chew through wood? Is it just a raw strength check? Because you don't have a burrow speed, so it's not like you can just dig. I don't know what dig would be attached to. I think
Sleight of hand, maybe, but that's more just because it revolves around the hand. But
I guess. But you know what? Let me quickly pull up. Let's see. Digging Pathfinder. Let's see if it's attached to anything. Oh, that's just a spell.
I guess for an endurance thing, strength or constitution makes sense. Those are usually the endurance stats, I guess.
I don't even know what it... Let's see. Check. Oh, there's nothing there. I guess it would be...
I mean, if we were in 5e, it'd be an athletics check, but
I know it would be an athletics check. I guess it's just one of those things because people just expect you to use the spell dig, but you're not doing that. And it's definitely not a dexterous thing. It has to be a strength. The con could also work because that's more of an endurance thing. So I guess just do a raw strength check, to which I guess you take a -1 penalty on.
Okay. I will spend an inspiration.
You rolled so much better than I thought you were going to.
Inspiration, clutch again, man.
So we'll say that it would have probably taken you about half an hour, maybe a little bit more, to chew your way through the wood in order to get up, to which you would have chewed a hole just large enough for you to squeeze through. To which I presume at that point you would make a perception check just to see if there's anything around.
Yep.
cost of that one, Christ. Alright, you look around to see if there's anyone else in the room, and there isn't, surprisingly. So what are you gonna do?
Okay, once I'm in the room, I will stay in rat form, assuming that it doesn't sort of like come to an end as I get into the room. I will stay in rat form until I get to the guitar, and at that point, I will transform back.
Alright, the guitar is also in a thick glass case, just like everything else. You still have your glass cutters, right?
Yep.
I know there's rolls associated with it. Let me see. Glass cutter.
I think last time it was a disabled device.
It's a disabled device
check?
to use it, and then a sleight of hand check to prevent the glass from falling and like breaking because of the
Yeah, which I still have some more of the glue paper as well.
So disabled device followed by sleight of hand.
Okay. Both of which get free inspiration. So that is 30, followed by nope, 25. For a 44 and a 45.
I like how the lower rolled higher, which is funny. Alright, so
I'm
you
more
cut
impressed
open
by
the
the fact
glass to allow yourself in to grab this guitar, and you use, I'm gonna say you're probably gonna have to use all of your glue paper, because usually it's just enough to stick your hand in, but you're gonna have to...
I need to be able to get the guitar out.
You have to be able to get the guitar out, which means you'd have to step in at least halfway yourself, so a much larger area. So you'll use up the last of your glue paper. Oh well. Not like it's like 5 sheets for like a gold or something like that. And thankfully, you make no noise while doing so, and you set more or less everything off to the side, and you now have the ability to grab the guitar. Are you going to?
Yeah. Do you know what? I was gonna play it safe and go for the for a glimpse of truth, but no, I'm just gonna grab it.
All right. You reach in, you grab it, and you pull the guitar out, and the moment that the guitar leaves the case, the entire party is lit up with alarms, and you start to hear footsteps immediately begin their way to clamber up the stairs.
I'm going to straight away drink the potion of invisibility. And then, if I have time, I want to put the guitar into my bag of holding. And then, depending on if guards have appeared at that point, I will... My way out will be... Was there windows to this room? I can't remember.
No, there's no windows in this room.
No.
That's why she gave you grenades.
Then yeah, I'm just going to use one of Kate's grenades.
Just use both.
Yeah, I'll just use both and, like, throw them against one wall.
Alright, so I am going to need a reflex save from you, since it is a relatively small room. You're going to have to deal with the shockwave and shrapnel.
Okay. Plus 14 for a reflex save for 22.
I need to go over here. Okay, so you would have been... So center, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, so due to how close you would have been, you would have taken a 51... To which, what level are you?
15.
Okay. So let's see, maybe 17. What is your dexterity modifier?
My dex mod is a +5.
Oh wow, yeah, meets it, beats it. Okay, do you have evasion of any kind?
No.
Alright, so you're gonna take half of that, which would be 25. You're gonna take 25 damage, but I don't think that's anything that's consequential. Because as you throw out both grenades, that is when the guards enter to the room, to which you see a recognizable face leading the charge. To which, as the explosion goes off, he goes, "Ah, my face," and collapses down to the ground as, gracefully and as beautifully and as handsomely as possible. As this massive hole in the mansion is blown out of it. You do eat some of the shrapnel, you do take some of the damage, which does cause some bleeding, and the guards do notice you. It is a 40-foot drop down to the ground. You do not have enough time to drink your fly potion, considering how close they are. Since even though they can't see you, they can see the blood around you and can estimate where you are. So you're just gonna have to run and jump. You okay with that?
Absolutely. Let's fucking go.
Alright, you're gonna have to make an acrobatics check.
Okay. I am going to spend inspiration on this, because it doesn't cost me a lot to do it, so we are going to...
Oh.
Oh, shit.
I see.
Maybe Darash should have stuck around. He could have, like, picked up the corpse to take me back.
You still standing after 106 damage?
Yeah, actually I am.
Jesus. For an investigator, I'm kind of surprised.
This is almost entirely because I insist on con builds.
Probably, I will say, because you have 142 HP.
Yep.
Because that should put you in. Oh yeah, you were severely bloodied. Oh god.
Oh Jesus.
Christ, you were so lucky. So, as the party goes into an uproar, not only over the explosions, but over the fact that they can see that there was a thief there in some kind, to which some of the guards do see a bit of a blood splatter when you hit the ground, but you do manage to get up in time before they can jump down and get after you, and you run off into the bushes, barely escaping with your life.
Yeah. That was dicey. The absolute second I feel like I have a little bit of breathing room, I will be drinking the potion of cure critical wounds that I keep handy.
You can go ahead and roll for that. But I will say that with that last instrument gathered, you have completed all of your heists.
Yay!
So it's 48 plus caster level plus healing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So. Plus. What is my healing? Oh, it's 21, but heal also gets. I would apply my inspiration to this, wouldn't I? Or do I not? Because it's part of a spell. Because I get free inspiration. Okay.
Yeah, it's a spell. You're adding your heal modifier because that's just how I do healing. Because I think, oh
Okay.
yeah, 4d8 plus 15 is so balanced when you were level 15 and have triple digit HP. It's so balanced. You know, when people can routinely do 50 points of damage, 20 points of healing is just so valuable.
Oh yeah, of course. That brings me. I'm still bloodied, but I'm doing a lot better.
Yeah. You will eventually make your way back to the guild, to which you'll find Kate waiting for you rather than Layla. She's still in her gown and everything else. She decided not to change out of it, but when she'll see that the outfit is a little cut, a lot of the ruffles have been de-ruffled, and there's blood all over it, she'll actually get upset, like genuinely upset.
You were the one that said use grenades as an escape. It didn't give me enough time to safely get out. I just had to jump.
She looks around at everything and here and there, and she's like, okay, some of the shrapnel's fine, I can re-sew that, but... And then she hears you say, but I jumped, and she just turns towards you. Oh?
Well, I didn't have time for anything else.
And she frowns, and it's not an exaggerative frown, it's an actual frown. She is upset with you. And she's like, so, you just risked your life for the job? Is that what happened?
Well, yeah.
You're such a fucking
The job
idiot.
is what has to be done.
You're such a fucking idiot. Your life is more valuable than a stupid job.
I mean... Oh no, this job... even if you want to rate my rate my life highly as valuable, it is not this valuable.
She crosses her arms
Could
and
change
stares.
an entire nation.
She crosses her arms and stares up at you, because she's shorter. And she goes, oh, so you'd be okay with me burying my little brother?
I don't think you'd let me die.
I obviously
I
wasn't
think you-
there. What do you mean?
I think you would threaten a god to bring me back.
Oh, what, Reliqua that we have no access to?
Well, I mean, she'd be a silly person to ask. She's totally against it.
Yeah, she's also the only one who can.
But it's a good job I didn't die then. I'll just sort of smile at her.
She's obviously not playing along with the game. She's staring dead serious at you. Do you not care at all?
Hey, if I honestly thought I was going to die, I wouldn't have jumped.
No one thinks that they're going to until it happens.
Yeah, but I was trained by the best.
Doesn't matter if you were trained by the best. What am I supposed to do if you die? What is Mom supposed to do if you die?
Okay, I'll be more careful. I promise.
She continues to stare, because it's quite clear that she doesn't believe you, especially based on your tone.
Tell me what I can do. Tell me how I can make you believe I will be more careful.
Stop taking everything as a game.
But if it's not a game, why do we play?
Her eyes will close at that comment and her head will turn away, and she'll say, I don't think there's anything else I can teach you about being an alchemist, Locke.
Well, maybe we can, I don't know, discover new uses for it together.
No.
As equals?
Because with the concern that I just gave you, you showed no care. If you think that the job is more important than your own life, then you're going to put your own life ahead of discovery and kill yourself along the process. So, no, there is no we.
Okay. Well, the job's done. And I'm just going to walk away.
And she'll just say, yeah. And she'll walk away in the opposite direction.
And I'm going to spend the rest of my night picking out shrapnel and sewing up my own wounds. At least the ones I can get.
And the ones that you can't get.
I just have to get the try my best to get the shrapnel out, and then just rely on healing potions to try and close everything up.
And what if that doesn't work?
But tonight in particular, he's just going to deal with it. Because the only person he would trust to do it would be Kate, and they've obviously just had a falling out, and he's not ready yet to admit he was wrong and approach her for help. So if it comes with some kind of debilitating stat thing, I'll just have to deal with it. But for right now, he's not willing to admit he was wrong and apologize to her.
Yeah, it would come with a debuff. You do walk with a limp. While it does not reduce your speed, it does cut your acrobatics in half for the time being.
Okay. I'll make a note on that on my sheet.
And then when the next morning comes, you find that Layla is upset with you. Because as you wake up the next morning, with her ready to do the debriefing on what to do and where to go next, before she even begins that, she simply stares at you for a good minute or two, obviously pissed off. And then after that long, agonizing silence, she'll ask, why is Kate upset?
Because I risked my life to finish the job. I did exactly what she would have done.
If she
Maybe just with a little less flair.
If she was in a situation where she had to choose between the job and her life, she would always choose her life. But considering that's the answer that you gave me, I'll propose you with a question. And she'll pull out with a pistol, and she'll set it on the counter, beside the both of you. And she says, if you think the opposite, then put that to your temple now, and I won't see you tomorrow. And then she'll close the door and walk away.
I mean, he's not even going to acknowledge the pistol because he wouldn't he wouldn't do it.
I'm aware. She doesn't.
Yeah. I get it. You know? But he hasn't seen them in situations like that. And everything that he's learned has told him the job comes first.
Understandable.
So
I'm not saying you're playing the character incorrectly. Just saying how they are reacting.
But he would ignore the pistol for a while, and then he would pick it up, but he'd leave it outside her door, sort of leaned up against the wall at the side of the door, and just like leave it there, and then probably just head off into Dragonport to clear his head.
All right. Well, the morning after, she would find that you're still around, though neither she nor Kate would do much to acknowledge your presence outside of the fact that you were there and you still have the guitar in question that Layla is going to add to her set of belongings. And once she has gathered all of the instruments, she will explain that Kate stayed behind in Dragonport, specifically knowing that all of you would arrive there at some time, so that she can tell you how long ago everyone left. And if it was within a certain time frame, it would probably be best if we followed along instead. Because even if we don't get the payment right away, it's still best to drop off these instruments to the person that they belong to, since she would know what to do with them much more than we would, and we don't have to try and deal with the backlash due to the fact that Layla did not actually do the paperwork to push this job through the guild the quote-unquote proper way.
Ooh, interesting.
She then explains that she will do the paperwork once they're back, and the main reason why she didn't is because they were on vacation, and why would she interrupt her own vacation week to go back and do paperwork for one thing, knowing who she is as a person? Whereas if she did one thing, she would look at the other paperwork on her desk and then do the rest of it. And then it would no longer be a vacation.
That's fair.
So at the time being, this mission is currently off the books. And the only way that she can ensure that things go smoothly is more or less to play nice. She doesn't think Guava is going to betray the guild anyway.
Fair.
And then all of you will just follow along, I guess. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Unless there is something else that any of you would like to say beforehand.
Nope. Nothing right now.
Not really. I mean, do I notice the tension between like Locke and Kate and Layla?
Yes, you would notice that because she wouldn't really care too much to hide it that she is currently upset with her child.
I mean, I guess I'd ask Locke if he like needs help getting rid of like some of the shrapnel, bandaging him up, helping him.
I don't know if he would notice the shrapnel. He probably would notice him walking with a limp.
I mean, I guess
Uh,
he would ask like how the job went and then got wind of it, I guess.
True, probably.
uh, Locke would probably just, at the offer of at the ask of does he need any help, he'd be like, nah, I'm good. Twisted my ankle when I landed. Blah, I'll be fine in a few days.
Sure, if you say so, I won't pry. But I guess some people here seem a little upset. If you want to talk, I can talk. Not as some stepdad or some bullshit like that. Just as a member of the Thieves Guild, okay?
Okay, no worries.
Oh, look at you being a stepdad.
I am trying. But yeah, nothing else. If Locke isn't gonna approach Doras, he's not gonna try to pry into stuff.
No, I think for now he's just sort of lost in his own thoughts over the whole thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've only just noticed that we actually reached the end of the playlist.
Mm-hmm. Hee timing.
Really good timing, goddamn.
Well, I guess that will be the end of today's session, because when you do eventually catch up with the group, you will see that they have two new members, two new individuals in their party. A Drider that is about a foot and a half tall, if I recall correctly. Let me double check. Yeah, no, 1 foot
Foot and
8.
a half.
They are 1 foot 8, 1 foot 8 inches. But I gotta turn that back into fucking meters, I guess, for you guys. Let's see. uh, half a meter. She's half a meter tall.
Yeah, small.
Yeah.
Nice.
Uh, and let's see. And you see a rather massive gnoll creature. But he's 6'8". Let's do.
6'8".
This would
Goddamn.
mean that he is about just shy of 2 meters tall.
Damn.
So he's
6'8" is only 2 meters?
well, 7 feet is 2.1 meters, and he's 4 inches shorter than that. So that would make him
Oh,
just
damn.
shy of 2 meters.
Damn, inches is nothing.
Yeah. So, teehee, teehee.
Crazy. We got little and large.
Yeah.
Yes. Uh, the little is an angry little bean, and the large is a gigantic dumbass. But that is okay.
Damn.
He's
Nice.
trying his best.
Like the ogres.
You'll see when you interact with them a little bit more. It's not going to be next Wednesday, but I'll tell you in a bit. Um, so yeah, that will be the end of today's session. So I'd like to thank you all for
Cool.
being here. I'd like to thank you all for coming out. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your afternoon, evening, and good night.
Good night.
Goodbye.